Engage.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Winners Don't Use Drugs, presented by Engage Gaming, episode 140.
In crystal clear clarity.
Thank you.
In my nice monotone, sleepy voice.
Now, come on now, this is Quiet Storm edition. So I'm Darius. We got Nolan here at how we feeling?
Tired.
Yep. That's a good percentage. Yeah. We got total Zakich.
We're here, and we got through the whole introduction without interruption.
It's crazy when you know
it's weird.
Certain people ain't here.
Yeah,
makes it a lot easier to.
It's just a different vibe, you know.
Yeah, we're down a man. Steven's not with us this week. You know, he's getting thrown in the salt mine, so you know he's worn out.
I know the feeling.
No, I persevere. I power through. Ride or die. But we missed a week. You know, we had a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. People went on vacation and whatnot, and you know, people went on staycation and whatnot. I did. Me,
oh, what about
I went on staycation
because I actually planned on it and I'd done nothing but work since.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Did you ever have that day of gaming that you said you were going to do 2 weeks ago?
No.
Lies.
No, I'm gonna try to do it on Monday since everything's closed.
Not everything.
I'm working.
I'm surprised I'm off, to be honest with you. Like I was very surprised. I wasn't even expecting it. And they was like, we get 3-day weekend. Like, what? All right, cool.
Yeah, I knew all the banks were closed, as you know, and I was talking to a client yesterday, and I kept saying we were going to be doing something on Tuesday, and I was like, kept correcting myself. It's like, wait, no, Monday, and then she finally went, no, Tuesday. It's like, wait, what's going on Monday?
Yep. Oh, that's how we live. What's going on? We mean Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah. Oh. When I was a kid, I never forgot when Labor Day was. What?
When I was a kid, we always came back to school on the Wednesday or Thursday before.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
We used to do after.
So
yeah, ours was after.
We'd always start school. It was usually SummerSlam that weekend, and we got the next Monday off, and then
wrestling.
And then school really started. But it was always like 2 days of school.
That sounds
and then
terrible.
We were off on that following
awful.
Monday, and then school started. It's like,
that's a punishment.
Why didn't we just start after Labor Day?
Yeah, we literally used to start after Labor Day. That was the sign. Like in Illinois, they would have they had a Bud Billiken parade, which is like, here's y'all last hoorah for y'all got to go back to school that Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crazy. And it's actually like cool.
That's when we go school shopping is that weekend.
Hey, them Labor Day sales, you already know. Got to get that Bugle Boy.
And usually the weekend before we go on a camping trip.
Now, see that. We got the Bud Billiken parade, so I guess we just trade off. Camping is pretty cool though. We can go adult camping, but I don't want to invest in like adult.
Too hot down here.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's true. But then like
this was up in Seattle where it was cool during the summer.
Yeah, I'm
like
not
70 degrees.
You not a camp?
I'm an inside dog. No, ain't no way.
80 degrees is a heat advisory.
Yeah, I mean like. It's like it's fun when you got the squad with you, you know what I'm saying? Like I did it a lot through the Boy Scouts, so like to me it's always a good time. You make a little fire and roast some weenies.
It's good with friends, yeah.
Yeah. So I would imagine like if I do that as an adult with friends, it would be cool too. But
it's too hot down here.
Yeah, I just know the amenities got to be right. Now, what if we did like a cabin though?
Yeah, we bring game systems and stuff.
I mean, of course, bud. We're gonna do what we're gonna do here, there.
just outside.
But also, if we go somewhere like Pigeon Forge or something like that, we can go see the sights and then we can come back and game. But anywho, speaking of games, a lot of stuff in gaming has happened.
Yeah,
First of all, we missed a week, but like also during that time, just a lot of gaming stuff has happened.
Yep.
Whole bunch of fighting stuff.
Whole bunch.
You see the shirt? We eating, buddy.
Yeah, I wish I had a shirt. I would have.
Yeah, you messed
up. I just
up.
threw this on when I woke up.
I could tell. I wasn't going to say nothing, but let me get one.
As long as it's not green.
Yeah, I thought actually I was halfway here and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm good.
Let me check my clothing. I messed up. But yeah, man, a lot of good gaming stuff. I just saw you scroll past that Dragon Ball thing, so I do want to mention real quick. We don't need to spend any time on it for real. I did play the Dragon Ball MOBA.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's in like permanent alpha or something like that, where you could just request access and you get it. Mm-hmm. Stupid. Like, just because it doesn't do anything like it's like an easier, lower grade Pokemon Unite. Like it's 2 lanes like Pokemon Unite.
That's what it looked like.
And then like It's all like this. It's just a bunch of leveling up, like you're trying to fight minions to level up faster so you can win the team fights. And like, I don't know, it just seems so low budget. And
it looked like it.
I mean, it's a phone and PC game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, Pokemon Unite is as well, but there is a little bit more to it.
More polish.
Yeah, and just using more of what the worlds create, because this is just, I mean, it's like the bland floaty cloud background, and just it's whatever. It sucked, but maybe it'll probably get some whales, so it'll survive a little bit. But we're not gonna do all of Gamescom because that's just way too much.
Yeah,
but we do have some hits that me and Nolan want to touch on and kind of get everybody else's thoughts on them.
And then we'll go over the Nintendo Direct.
Yup.
And then we'll hit Call of Duty at the end of the show.
Look, Call of Duty action.
So
gonna be free on. Yeah, you go first.
Okay. Well, it was Gamescom opening night live, so I was able to watch that and everything, and it was okay. It was like a little over 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was he kind of warned everybody, hey, don't expect the world or nothing like that. But the things that kind of caught my eye was the unfortunate Borderlands 4.
Yeah.
reveal.
Yeah.
Why you say unfortunate?
Because this was supposed to be the triumphant return of the game franchise once the movie made $1.5 billion or something like that, and then what happened to that happened.
Right. The movie bombed hard.
Yeah, it's bombed. And I hate to say it. Now, I'm not a big fan of the series or nothing like that.
No, neither am I.
But that was just one of those things. Every time I saw it, I was like, this looks like it's going to be bad. Is it just me, or does this just look bad?
No, it just looked like you know what it reminded me of?
Talking about the movie?
Yeah.
It reminded me of, remember, like, pretty much after Mortal Kombat Annihilation, where like video game movies weren't gonna really be about the game franchise it was from. It would be taking pieces of it from it, but never really quite lean all the way
inspired by it.
It would be inspired by, right? And they weren't actually gonna be that good. But this is what we were giving you. This is what you were gonna get, and you can play it, you can watch it if you like it, or don't. But like this is all you guys are getting. This is when you get Silent Hill. When you get, the first Resident Evil, which aren't necessarily bad movies, but it's like they're inspired by, they're not, adaptations.
Following the game,
the Borderland thing was like, you guys look like you going backwards because, like, you got characters and stuff from the games, but like they not lining up to where they're supposed to be in the actual story. So that means you're making your own story, which means you're not actually following the game. Mm-hmm. On top of that, you just picked some people that had names.
Yeah, again, I don't know a whole lot about the games. I played the first game for maybe 3 hours before I was just like,
Kevin Hart was rolling. That was pretty much the sign that we weren't trying to be accurate with the casting.
Yeah, I was like, now is that a comedic character?
Not at all. No. He's a generic soldier character, and he had the turret. That was his thing. He had the turret. And he was good with, like, when you played the game, his skills were based around assault rifles. He was like the assault rifle character. Yeah,
so it's like, why would you get Kevin Hart to do that?
Because they don't care.
And then I think I asked on the podcast when what's her name?
Jamie Lee Curtis?
No.
Is that who that is that's in there? She was
she is in it, I think.
She was a general something.
No, the Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, I think so.
Was in there, and
she
I
was
like
the siren.
I think I asked y'all. I was like, isn't it? I don't know a whole lot what I'm talking about, but isn't she kind of old to be?
Yeah.
To be it. It seemed like somebody bought the rights and somebody sat back and said, we need to get as big a names as we possibly can. They didn't care about making a good film or whatever. That's like, let's just get the biggest names that we can find to play these characters, and the fans will come and see it.
Yep.
It's like, but if you piss off the fans by not casting the characters correctly, and nobody else, but you did this because you were afraid that nobody outside of the fans know what Borderlands is, then who are you making this for?
Money. Video game movies are making money. Okay.
I thought we were at the point where we knew if you base it on the game, people will watch it. There's a reason people like the damn game.
Yeah, if you base it on the property and you take things from the game. But you got to understand, this big Hollywood stuff, Nolan. Video games don't make good movies. We have to fit them into movies. The MCU thing, that bubble burst already, okay? We're back. Hey, who was the director of all the video game movies? And they used to be like, oh yeah, Uwe Boll.
Oh, Uwe Boll. Yeah,
That's who I was just looking up.
Yeah.
It's like we're back to getting Uwe Boll type movies now.
I had to make sure that Borderlands wasn't made by him.
I haven't said that name in years.
Exactly.
He made like the Far Cry movie,
The Far Cry.
Postal.
I didn't even know they made like 2 or 3. Oh dang, what's the vampire girl?
You talking
Blood
about
Rain. Blood Rain.
Blood
Oh,
Rain.
yeah, that's right. Blood Rain had a.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's like, wow, they made like 3 Blood Rains.
Yeah,
I didn't know
they
they made one.
Yeah, it was. I saw it on Sci-Fi one time. I didn't keep it on that channel.
Oh my god! But so yeah, the film flops is like, a thing, and then this trailer starts, and I remember when I saw it again. I don't know anything about the series, so I don't know if there was hints in the early part of the trailer, but I remember thinking, man, wouldn't it be hilarious if this was Borderlands 4? And then when at the end we picked up the mask and it turned around, and I was like, oh my god, it is Borderlands 4.
I predict these things.
No,
Nolan Damas over here.
But maybe this is the game that revives the franchise.
I mean, I don't have any doubt that the game will be good for folks that like the games, but I just know this was supposed to be. This was. You don't think so?
Stinky.
I just know.
And I'm going to buy it, guys. Let me preface by saying I will definitely buy this game within the release window and complete it. And I still think it's probably not going to be that good.
I just know in their heads this was like, yeah, and then we're going to have the Gamescom reveal of Borderlands 4 right behind this film coming out. Man, we're going to be hitting it.
Oh, they probably thought they weren't going to miss with Kevin Hart and Jamie Lee Curtis and
Kate Blanchett and
Jack Black is Claptrap, man.
Yeah, Jack Black.
First of all, Kevin Hart and Jack Black in a movie together have only printed money. Okay, y'all didn't see the Jumanji movie. I didn't see the Jumanji movie until recently, but it made a bunch of money. Mm-hmm. Okay, they was just both of them guys are funny. You got Jack Black doing Claptrap. He just came off of doing Bowser, and it made $1 billion.
That's true.
We're going to be printing money to lead up to the game, which will have even more fans. Yep. Okay, and then we'll probably do like a super game of the year release of the first 3, and the Tiny Tina's game on the PS5 and the Series X.
Yeah, because everybody's going to love her because apparently she's in the film, and
she's in the film.
Apparently, she's exactly like she is in the games.
Yay! I'm so excited. Look at my face. I'm so excited to play Borderlands 4, which will feel probably more like Borderlands 3, which felt worse than Borderlands 2, which to me still felt worse than Borderlands 1.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to be back. Okay. And I don't even count the pre-sequels because I can't get past like 3 hours of those. I don't like it. I bought Tiny Tina's. Okay. And I don't like it either. I'm gonna buy this game. So, that wasn't a highlight.
But yeah, that was I just thought it was funny.
Let me talk about a good game. Let's talk about a good game. Okay,
go for it.
All right. Now, I was gonna talk about Concord again, but I'll say that for later. Mafia: The Old Country. Okay, we're getting a prequel to Mafia. We're gonna go to the Old Country. We're gonna be in Sicily. All right. Yeah, with vineyards. Okay, and real tomatoes. All right, Nana's recipes. All right, and we're probably gonna be cutting people with like really sharp objects that weren't really made to kill until we started doing it with it.
Yeah,
we're gonna be in Model Ts on what's the type of roads where the stones in them?
Oh shoot! I'd have known if you're not asking.
I know. Cobblestone. We're gonna be speeding at 40 miles an hour, breakneck speeds down cobblestone.
Cobblestone that's been there since the Roman Empire.
Yes, we're gonna have guns that only shoot 6 times because guns that do anything more than that is sorcery. I'm guaranteed I'm gonna choke somebody with a piano wire.
Oh yeah,
poison somebody's wine.
100%.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. So
should be good. Yeah.
I don't need to see any more. Please don't make like 17 more trailers. I know
you know they will.
No, they probably will. I am interested to see what it looks like in more modern.
Oh, see more. I bet you it's at the VGAs.
Of course.
Oh yeah, clearly. So, but I am interested to see what it's going to look like now with more modern take engines and
Yeah, because the
systems and
remake
stuff.
of the first one, I enjoyed that game a lot, and I really liked it.
played the definitive edition.
Yeah, you did.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Yeah,
I played
it, man,
I think last year.
yeah. It was just a really good experience. Like I know people look at it as like, oh, it's like an old Grand Theft Auto. It's like, no,
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
It's not that.
It's more story driven.
It's a story, just a narrative, right? Like you're playing these characters, and because there aren't so many characters, because Grand Theft Auto is the best at having like 50 good characters. You get, you focus on the lives of the main character and the people around them, and you get to see how everything kind of goes down, and it goes bad because they always do. But you come out semi unscathed in the end. So yeah, I'm super excited. I was very happy when they showed that trailer. The exact opposite of the Borderlands trailer.
Okay, so
What you got?
moving on to my next big thing from Gamescom, Open Night Live at least, was of course Street Fighter 6 and the Terry Bogard trailer. Now, let me tell you, I've never been a big Terry fan as far as playing as him.
Yeah.
In whatever game he's in. He's never been my first character of choice or whatever. And honestly, I haven't even gotten around to buying season 2 of Street Fighter 6 yet because I haven't had time to really
It's sitting in the
do it.
cart.
I mean, I'm going to because Maya I am very interested in because she's been my character since a long time ago. However, this trailer got me. I mean, just the reveal trailer here. It's like all the references to the old game. He drives up in the cab and gets out and he's staring up at the wall just like the beginning of Fatal Fury 1.
None of you new dudes.
No.
None of you new gamers understand this. And I'm not trying to be gatekeeper or anything like that. But this is a bunch of
it doesn't mean anything to you. Yeah, when he's jumping up after his cap like that and got all of
Kim's
his
flying in the
moves.
background of the Pow Pow Cafe.
Yeah, and I love it that he's just a guy from out of town that just came in to fight folks.
Yeah.
I was wondering what they were going to do with him in World Tour, and it's like, no, okay, yeah, no, he's just and I think they said like part of his story is he's here to see an old friend.
Yeah.
and there's like artwork of him walking like down and like walking up the street and like Ken walking the opposite direction, and it's like, wait, is it Ken he's coming to see?
Yes.
He's coming back from CVS 2. Like, I hope I find that Ken guy. Oh, excuse me, homeless man.
They gave him both the jacket.
They had to give him the jacket for outfit 2. The weird question is, what's his outfit 3 gonna be?
You gonna dress up as Andy to make me mad?
That would be funny.
Yeah, no, it won't be funny.
But I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go buy the pass now.
Power Geyser.
I actually need to buy him. So yeah, his Buster Wolf is his level 1.
Yep.
Power Geysers is level 2, but he has 3 different forms of it.
Yeah, you can use the overdrive.
You
meter
can
to do more.
you can do just one as his level 2. Then if you burn 3 bars of gauge of drive gauge, he does 2.
Yep.
And then if you use a third bar, third super bar, he'll do all 3. So he's got like the most moves in the game right now. I think
And he
he's
can
got
change
7 total
planes on you.
special moves. And yeah, so that's his that's one of his
Might as well just put that on the loop for a second.
yeah. He's got like he's got like a bunch of I'm so tired. What is the combos?
Dollar number combos? Oh, the confirm whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why it's escaping my mind. But
Words don't matter. You know what we're talking about. When you press the button and it links to another one, to links to another one, links to another.
Yeah, like the little auto combo.
Talking about the
things.
drive rush?
No. The combo. You know, like when you press, like in Street Fighter, you press like a certain combination of buttons, and he'll just automatically do like a combo. I forgot what they're called. I keep wanting to say auto
Confirms?
combos, but they're no.
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know what he's talking about. It's just like
I played Zangief. I just grabbed it.
well, like say if you're playing like Kimberly or something, you press like low, like medium, like low, medium, fierce type combos.
But that's how his lane change works. Is it's one of those. Somebody's screaming at the screen right now. It's this, you idiot. Anyway,
Tell us in the comments. Do your jobs.
yeah, because I would be that guy. Oh, what an idiot! He doesn't even know it's a this. Well, anyway, but that's how the lane change works. So
Yeah.
he can just do 2 hits and then the lane change like it shows in the video where he goes where he'll just go behind. But if you hit a punch, he'll do his clothesline move, and if you do a kick, he'll do his like jumping forward knee move. Was from like Fatal Fury 3, I think.
Yeah.
When you couldn't stay in the other lane.
Yeah, you had to
just
come
went
back
there,
in.
and then you you attacked forward. So
I was
wondering
3.
if they were going to put that in there, and sure enough, it's there.
His level 3 is
it's like a combination of all of his.
It is, but the way he starts it is the way he started the finisher in the anime.
Oh yeah.
Where he did the spin thing.
There's so many. If you are into like old SNK games, especially obviously the Fatal Fury games, there's so many Easter eggs in this trailer.
He daps up Andy as he walks when you do the versus selection.
That is so cool. So player 1, Andy comes up. Player 2, Joe is there.
Joe daps him up. I gotta play player 2 every time. Then
Joe comes out and pats him on the back. Yeah, see.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I was wondering if because they hadn't showed Andy until all of this, and now obviously he's in there. We'd already seen Blue Mary in the original.
Drinking
trailer.
a Blue Mary,
and for the background trailer thing. I love that. He jumps up and jumps into the jacket like that, which is from Fatal Fury Real Bout.
I think
one of them.
Either special.
Yeah, it's one of them.
I like the fact that his between round taunt. Where he walks up to you, depending on how much distance he is from you between the round, he'll walk up to you and say, "What is it? You got one more?"
Yeah.
But
it's so good. So
Rising Taku,
and it does indeed. If for those in the know, his burn knuckle does look safe, so he probably will be the best character in the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of burn knuckles. It covers so much distance so fast.
But I was wondering what that little combo he had where he does the 2 punches with the burn knuckle like fire around his fist, but he doesn't go forward, and that's his light burn knuckle move, which was a move I think they pulled from Fatal Fury 3 as well. It's like a lot of it's looks like it comes from either Fatal Fury 3, which is like the best of the original ones, and then like the real bouts, which are really good too.
Yeah, I hate that people didn't appreciate the real bouts because of like King of Fighters and stuff. Yeah,
by then King of Fighters, but that's the other thing too. Everybody talks about like before like Smash and some other stuff, Kyo was always kind of their go-to guy.
Once King of Fighters came out, he became the front.
He became
even
the
during
front guy.
CVS days and stuff.
And this is going to come up again.
Oh yeah,
but it's like now Terry.
Yeah,
everything's about Terry, and
gotta get back to your roots, man.
Yeah, and it's just something I never thought I was going to see Terry in a Street Fighter, like just a guest character at all.
Yeah, well, first of all,
and then of course Terry being the first one kind of makes sense. The guy that made Street Fighter 1 made Fatal Fury.
Yep.
So. It's in a lot of ways it's kind of a homecoming.
It is. I think it honestly is way past time for Capcom and SNK. Like there was at one point obviously it was competition, right?
Yeah.
But Capcom was kind of winning that shit. Just
in
the public in the mainstream.
Well, I mean they had the Icon game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was like. We liked it. Like we liked all the SNK stuff, but it was it wasn't uncommon for somebody to know how to play Street Fighter but not know how to play any of the King of Fighters.
Oh yeah,
because they'd be like, bro, what is this? I'm like, it's almost like Street Fighter, but like sometimes you add an extra direction this way or that way, and they're like, I'm not doing none of that. Give me Hadoukens back.
Back in the old arcade days, you didn't have a choice. You either waited your turn at the Street Fighter 2 machine for a half an hour, or you went over and played, Art of Fighting or World Heroes, or while you had to wait. That's how I got so into the Sam Show games, because Liberty Samurai Showdown 2. We need to do Samurai Showdown anyway.
Yeah. So this was a really good surprise. When is this release? The 20.
So he comes out on the
September is
24th.
September 24th.
Yep. So, and he's obviously coming out with the Pow Pow Cafe stage, which the only other thing I wish they would have put in that stage was like the rail from the first game. Because who was what's the guy's name in Fatal Fury 1? Instead of changing lanes, he would jump up on the rail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like if they just had like one rail just going across the ceiling, that would
ain't Vega,
awesome.
But
but
it ain't Vega, but you know what this is, right?
Yeah.
Vega climbs the wall. This guy hangs.
So, but also he was playable for everybody on the show floor.
Mm-hmm.
And folks found out that they're also adding 2 new modes to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a rival mode now in Battle Hub that is like it's supposed to be the most human-like AI that you can fight. So it's like they took gameplay from, I'm sure, just from folks playing the games for the last year, and they programmed AI to play more like a human instead of a computer that's going to read your inputs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a little extra mode. I think you can even get points and stuff out of it now. So if if you're in Battle Hub and you're tired of sitting down in the machine and you're just a poor gold and a master rank and immediately sits down because he wants to get some easy wins or whatever, you can go to this mode and you can get the feeling that you're playing. You tell it what rank you are, what rank you want to play against, and it's supposed to be more like a human opponent than a computer opponent. Because playing a computer and playing a human are 2 different things. Because one, you play a computer, you can learn what the computer's going to do at certain points. And
you can manipulate it.
Yeah, but when you're playing against a human, it's much more unpredictable. So. The folks who tried it out at Gamescom were like, they say it was actually really good. It did feel like actually fighting a human at the level of which you said it. So that's cool for folks who are having, for folks who might be having issues in Battle Hub. Consistently fighting folks who are at the same level. That's one of the reasons I love Battle Hub so much, because it does feel like the old arcade game days. I always tell the folks, oh, y'all with your fancy training modes and stuff. For us, training mode cost 25 cents, and your training opponent was the best guy in the arcade because he was still on the machine. And that's what I like about Battle Hub. When I just sit down at the cabinet, you never know who's sitting down on the other side. He may be best player in the world, or he may be worse than you, and but so that's cool. And then the other thing they're adding is the ability to take over control of replays.
I thought they mentioned that when the game was first getting ready to come out.
No, that was another game.
Was that
Tekken 8, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that already has that.
Yeah.
So it's in here now, and they showed that off too. You can watch a replay, and it's like, okay, I wonder if I jumped there with that have worked. So you go back to that part in the replay, and then you take over your character or even the other character. It could be either one to try out different things. You can just make a certain part of it go over and over and over again. Okay, if I jumped here, would that have worked? Okay, so I should have tried to do a perfect parry there, and then okay, what if I tried to do a level 3? Okay, yeah, that works. So that's cool. I mean, it's just, I love this game so much, first of all, but the fact that Capcom just keeps adding stuff to it like that. But just Terry as a whole,
I mean, it's kind of like 5, honestly.
Yeah.
When 5 came out, they kept on adding stuff till it finally got to a point where it was actually good. Well, this one started off good.
Yeah, this one started off good, and it just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the big difference there.
Hey, look, man, and you guys are going to hear some more Capcom glazing this episode.
Yeah.
They are just like, I'm not saying that they are like perfect at all, but right now, at this moment, they're on a run, and they're starting to get it, not just from a new game standpoint, but just from a what do people want from us standpoint. Yeah. Not everything that they're not giving us everything, but they're giving us a lot.
Yeah, they're
with the remakes.
To me, they're back to like their old SNES days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. It just seems like everything they're doing now is just a home run. What
if we just made good ideas consistently?
Yeah. It's like the SNES days mixed with the like PS3 360 era when they were also just trying stuff too.
Yes.
I mean, shoot, this is like PS2 era, I should say. Yeah. Like SNES, PS1, PS2 era when it was just like they could almost do no wrong. They're just trying stuff. Yeah, and everything doesn't work, but they're giving you something different, and they're just giving you what you want when you do get it. You know you're going to play a quality game, even if it ain't the best game in the world. It's quality. So
exactly.
When Capcom is doing good, obviously, when Capcom is doing good, the whole game industry is kind of on a high.
Yeah, it really is. They have this ability, and it's not just them, but there are a few companies that when they are making good decisions for gaming, we really get a lot of good ideas, and you get like everybody wins from this. It's not just Capcom winning.
Yes.
Like consequently, other companies are going to be winning from this.
Yeah, folks are trying to bring back fighting games now. How many fighting games are coming out now? And I'm talking about like smaller stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, well, it's kind of funny. So before Street Fighter 4 came out, what kind of helped the fighting game community? It was Guilty Gear, right?
Oh, that was pretty much the thing that kind of held everybody. Yeah.
And what about this time? It was Guilty Gear Strive.
Strive kind of started it. Yeah.
Kind of started it.
It kind of ushered in this new era. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And they seem to be healthy right now, which is really good.
Strive
I would have hated for them to like
disappear.
Yeah, because all these other games came out, but they're still holding their own. They have a lot of good content coming.
No, I mean Strive is always. I mean Guilty Gear series has always had its core, kind of fan.
I kind of want to get back into it. There's just been so much stuff coming out.
It makes it tough. That's probably the biggest issue that I have as a gamer. Is just I want to play a lot of stuff now. Yeah. And so many things don't look bad. Like we were talking before we started. Zach's been playing Madden.
Yeah.
And like
it's the best Madden since 2K5.
And like I can understand it because we've seen them make steadily improvements. Like we played pretty much every Madden when they would come out.
We haven't hated the last 2 years.
Exactly. Like we didn't play them, a bunch after we played them, but it was like, no, this wasn't bad. Like this actually feels like a game that we enjoy playing. And to get to that from EA, which gives me hope about other stuff that EA's got their fingers on. What Capcom is doing, what like you said, Guilty Gear's been able to do. Arxis as a company right now
Arxis, they're
anything they touch is gold.
Yeah,
more or less. Yeah,
Sega's in such a great spot right now making games. Like there's a lot of people. Hopefully, Gearbox benefits from it. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. Did they talk about their remake collection that Sega's working on?
They didn't.
Who?
They may be working on Tokyo Game Show for that.
Okay. About Sega?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because when Sega, because I was told Sega wasn't going to be at Gamescom, and then they were at Gamescom. They just weren't in Open the Night Live.
Gotcha.
So they were there, but they didn't really talk about any of that. So I was like, but that's kind of their next big thing. Like
did they announce? Did they announce at Gamescom the Metaphor Refantasio, like the collection stuff?
Not that I know of.
Okay, because I end up seeing it, so I didn't know.
If they might have, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But you were saying you had something else on your list?
Yeah. Black Myth Wukong.
Oh yeah, that came out.
Oh yeah, that came out. Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I really want to kind of try because it gives me that Liza P thing where it's like it's Souls-like, but it's not as Souls-like.
It's so funny when it first came out, everybody saying it wasn't a Souls-like, but then folks are like, I mean, it's kind of a Souls-like.
Yeah.
But I've heard it described as more like shoot.
Some people I've heard not Ghost of Tsushima like, but like that kind of big grand adventure.
Yeah.
More so than like what a lot of the Soul stuff is, which is just
So the worlds aren't as like they're big, but they're not as open as they seem. So because when it first came out, everybody was more comparing it to like Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's more of a Devil May Cry game, but it's a little more open than that.
Mm-hmm. So Devil May Cry games, for those of you who don't know, are very like linear.
Yeah,
they have explorable areas, but they're always very contained.
Yeah, you're basically going from point A to point B. These are like open areas, but it's not an open world.
Yep,
it's like you're in like this one stage, and there are bosses sprinkled throughout. It seems like to be boss fest. I think I heard there's like 80-something bosses in the game.
Yeah, there was a thing where you can actually beat the game without killing any bosses. There's like a non-violence thing you can do. But again,
It kind of came out of nowhere too.
well, so the thing is weird. This game was in development for a very long time.
Very long
Right.
time.
Like we saw the trailers like few years
4 or
ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah, 4 or
Yeah.
5 years ago, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it kind of got quiet, and then didn't they show up at the VGAs, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Summer Game Fest?
So
Summer Game Fest, right?
I think it was Summer Game
Yeah.
Fest. Yeah. Well, they was it late last year? No, sometime last year. Mm-hmm. Might have been even a year ago when it was like a long silence, and then they came out with that trailer where they kind of made fun of themselves for how long it's taken for the game to
Oh,
come
that's
out.
right. It was like a hand-drawn one.
Yeah. Yeah, and he bought a computer to play the game,
Yeah.
and he put the game in, and it was like, oh, it's not done yet.
Yep.
And then like he walks down the hall like on a cane, and his grandkids are playing it.
That's
But,
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, then
but-
you had
But then they came out with a new trailer for it, and it's like, okay, because I was afraid this whole time that we were getting
everybody was on this is just some vertical slice lies.
Killzoned.
Yeah.
The original Killzone trailer. I was like, ain't no way the game looks like that. And they're like, yeah, this is what this is what the game looks like. And it's like, dude, ain't no way the game looks like. This is what the game is probably gonna look like. Dude, ain't no way the game looks like this. This
is what the cutscenes could look like.
This is a target for what we want the cutscenes to look like.
I mean, but
to be
pulled it
fair,
off.
Killzone didn't look bad. It was
No.
actually a really good looking game for
always
a
looked good.
PS3 game, but it didn't look like that. But but for this, you can pretty much go back and look at the original trailers for
It's
Wukong
pretty
back in
close.
the day, and
Yeah,
it's pretty close.
It's not the same.
it's pretty
It's not
close.
exactly the same, but it's pretty dang close. It is a fantastic. I mean, just like the environments and just the whole presentation and look of the game.
I mean, look at the foliage of just the trees.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the tree.
Yeah.
Well, so this is the first Chinese AAA game. It has moved 10 million units.
Wow, good for them.
I mean, it dominated Twitch for a couple days.
Yes.
oh
it did.
yeah.
Like,
Everybody was.
That's how I
playing
knew it was out, because all of a sudden everybody
Exactly.
was playing, and I was like, "Oh, it must have come out."
And so again, I hate the fact that games like this come out, and
I haven't even had a chance to even look at it.
with that, but also like it still doesn't feel like the industry treats these games now as still treat them as exceptions. They still don't look at this as the standards. And it's like, bro, how many years do we have to have an Elden Ring, a Wukong, a Harry Potter, like just a Hogwarts Legacy, like for them to just
Complete game?
to stop trying? What'd you say?
You mean like a complete game?
Yes. Like
Yeah.
how many times do we need to do this for the majority of the industry to be like, this isn't this is the standard. This should be the standard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up Concord one more time, and I promise to try to not ever bring them up again. Game was in development for 8 years.
What game?
Concord,
Oh,
and it's out now, and it's not being well received. And one of the lead developers is on here getting mad at people for not being interested in the game that, if it had not been a hero shooter, people literally told you, "Hey, man."
I would have been all over it.
We all would have been all over it.
That
Trailer was
That
awesome.
little trailer, I was like, "Oh, this is like their take on a Guardians of the Galaxy." I'm in, and doggone it,
And there's games that are coming out that are going to do that type of thing,
I hope.
and they're probably going to end up being successful.
Yeah,
because they probably saw the reaction to the trailer, and like, well, maybe we can make like a story game out of this.
I guarantee you they saw the reaction to the trailer, and somebody in that company say, "I told you."
Oh yeah, fucking Glenn from Storyboard is like, but you don't work in gameplay. I know that, but I'm telling you,
I'm telling you.
shit's stupid. Y'all all stupid.
Did you not play that Guardians of the Galaxy game? Which I'm still.
Which a lot of people did.
Crystal Dynamics.
A couple of million people did, but
Man,
that wasn't enough.
That game was so good.
It wasn't enough for them. Yeah, bro, that was one of my favorite games that year.
That team got bought by somebody. Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah, they got
Dynamics
let
did get
go,
picked
and then
up
they got
by-
picked up.
Yeah, because SquareSoft dropped them.
Yep.
And then they got picked up by, it wasn't THQ Nordic, was it?
Maybe, but I don't think so. I know it
Can't
wasn't
remember
Embracer.
exactly who it is, but it's like, please,
Just let them make a game.
I mean,
buy
all
the
their-
rights to it again and make a sequel. That game, if you haven't played Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't even care if you know the comic books or the film
You don't
or
need
whatever,
to.
you don't need to, but it is so good.
it was so underrated.
Multiple story, the ways that you're playing basically the same story, but it's like you can go back and play it again because wildly different things happen depending on what choices you make at certain parts, and then the end. It's just so good.
The ending plus the ending.
Yeah.
Embracer Group does own them.
Embracer. That's right.
Nasty.
But
nah, it's nasty.
but at least
they technically exist still.
They still exist, and Crystal Dynamics,
And honestly, Crystal Dynamics, they haven't really put out any bad games.
No, bro, they made the Deus Ex games.
Yeah. Those games are actually
and the
really
Tomb
good.
Raider games.
They
and
sure
the
did.
Tomb Raider games, yeah.
Bro, come on.
That was the main reason they bought it.
Yeah.
Because they still had the Tomb Raider name. So hopefully one day.
I mean, bro, that Indiana Jones game is gonna come out, and even if it's not like the best game, that's gonna be you don't need anything else to play it but this game.
Oh, they're working on the new Perfect Dark game.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everything we've seen from that, listen, it don't look bad.
It don't look bad.
Now that we know that's who's making that, I can really kind of lean in on being like, let me keep an eye on it.
I mean, I've always wanted. I was so happy that they finally brought it up again because it's been years since the last time they talked about it.
You talking about the Perfect Dark or the new Perfect Dark game?
Yeah, the new one.
I was gonna say because you could have played the 360 one.
They announced the new one like years ago, and then all of a sudden they just didn't talk about it anymore. I was like, I guess this game doesn't exist anymore. And then all of a
Crystal
sudden,
Dynamics didn't make Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who made it?
Eidos, Montreal.
Who has them?
Square Enix.
They didn't let them go?
Square Enix let them go. Yeah.
I thought everybody.
They're also owned by Embracer.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's all kind of the same group there.
Yeah,
they're part of. Are you saying they're part of Crystal Dynamics?
I think Crystal Dynamics
it was
and
like
them
Square Western.
Yeah, it was like Square Western developers.
They're working on the new Fable game right now.
Really?
Who's that? Eidos?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd heard that before. That's right. Yeah.
But I thought that was a Microsoft proproperty.
It is. Well, so is Perfect Dark.
That's okay. Yeah,
both of those are.
Yeah.
They're just being hoarded out by the Embracer.
Yeah, it's
group.
Microsoft and a rare character, but yeah, other developers are making it. So I'm definitely interested in seeing all of that. But
shouts out to Black Myth Wukong. Rest in peace to Concord.
Getting back to Gamescom.
Hey, for real, over under this year or next year it goes free to play.
By the end of this year.
I'm thinking the end of this year.
Do we think? Hold on.
I'm thinking free to play by December, closed by next June.
Hold on.
That's exactly what I was going to say. December and June.
Before we get to that though, does it become? Do they try to do the PS Plus free game first?
Probably.
Like October.
Probably.
Also, Foam Stars just went free to play too.
Big surprise.
Yeah. Oh, you had to pay for that?
If you had PlayStation Plus, you could get it for free.
It was free, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like, and I don't blame them for trying. It's like, how long are we going to watch Nintendo sell stupid squid kids squirting ink all over each other and making billions on it?
Bro, it's such
before
a
somebody
it's
tried.
A wild concept for Splatoon, and
I mean, it's just
inking up the place, just skeeting all over the place. It was just skeeting around in just different colors and like millions.
How mad do you think Sony is?
What, this Splatoon exists?
That exists and Foam Stars didn't do well.
Yeah.
That they got thrown to the wayside by Nintendo back in the day, and they just
first of all, Sony got scorned so hard they beat Nintendo like 3 generations in a row.
Yeah,
and it didn't matter.
Right? Like, have they really though?
Like, the PlayStation like elbow dropped to 64. It wasn't close.
Oh yeah.
The PS2
and PS2, of course.
I mean, I love the GameCube, but I ain't gonna lie.
But the Wii.
Oh yeah, the Wii went crazy.
The Wii.
You know what I'm saying? The Wii went crazy,
and then that little speed bump, and then the Switch.
Yeah.
What's the speed bump?
We don't need to talk about it. The Switch. The Switch beat both the PS4 and the PS5.
At the same time, Sony could never take everything from them because they could never get into the handheld market.
No.
Right, yeah.
And they were trying.
They tried so hard.
Like, but they would always do something stupid. And like,
yes,
you got to get our proprietary memory cards.
Yeah.
The memory
how much
cards.
Are those things you're going to pay us $89 for 2 megs. What the hell?
SD cards exist, right? But not these, though. Exactly. Not these. These are Sony specific, and we're going to use a format, the UMDs.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
The PS Vita was a good system.
Bro,
The Vita actually was a very good
dropped
both
system.
the support.
systems were really good. The PSP Go wasn't a bad system. They just couldn't. They just couldn't.
They just dropped support too fast on the Vita.
Oh, no, the Vita was insane. How quick
Vita,
they was like,
yeah. It was like,
They supported-
but as just a piece of hardware, it was actually fantastic. Yeah,
The Vita got less support than PS Move. Think about that for a second.
that is crazy.
They tried to keep the Move going like forever.
Which, by the way, is just another example of Sony making fun of Nintendo for doing something and then eventually doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Nah, we do it differently though. Cause see, like, look how we got these balls at the end of our controllers. That's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
We use a real camera. We don't use an infrared little bar. Okay, we use real things to track your movements. How come it doesn't work as good as like Wii Sports? Shut up. But anywho, let's get into some more.
So, a couple more things for Gamescom for me. My trailer
Yep.
for Fatal Fury,
Yes.
because it was like 2 or 3 trailers after the Terry trailer, I think.
Yeah.
And so when all of a sudden Maya's face came up on the screen, and for a second I was like, are they showing her in Street Fighter 6 already? And finally, about halfway through the intro, I realized, oh no, this has got to be City of the Wolves. So, obviously Maya's going to be in it, which, everyone kind of assumed. But she wasn't in the original
she was not.
Mark of the Wolf game, so it wouldn't have been a surprise if she wasn't. But come on, she kind of had to be.
Yeah.
But so she looks great. She's still got all of her fire moves and everything. But the change of outfit was kind of a surprise.
I forgot what they said the outfit was inspired from, because she had a different outfit. Obviously, she's got a real one too.
For me, I was like, what is this? DOA 6?
I mean, I forgot she was in that too.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
she was one of my main characters in that game.
But yeah, they forgot what game it's from, but she had a biker inspired outfit, or it was a combination of a different game and concept art that they had of her.
Have they already released a date? Because they just released a date.
Yeah, so they announced a release date. There's
Next year?
April. Crap, did I write it down? I didn't write it down.
May.
I thought it was April.
It just
You
showed
wish.
it as May, I thought.
Is it May?
Yeah. Is it May or is it May?
Oh, April.
Yeah, April
24th.
24th. Yeah, and so also they also announced that the game is going to be $60,
Yep.
and it comes with 5 DLC characters. So there's no buying the
no
season
season.
1 pass or nothing. Basically, the season pass comes with the game.
Yep.
So, because I read it when it was up there initially, I was like, wait a minute, the pass is coming. They don't plan to sell the pass separately. It just comes with the game.
Yep.
So, and that's not unlike SNK to just kind of, for this particular, they, obviously they're on the kind of a rise ever since Sam Show. They've been kind of on the rise too. But one of the things that was great about Sam Show, they gave you free characters every now and then. It's like, hey, here's 6 more characters, and then just out of nowhere, here's a weird Chinese cell phone game character too. Cool. Oh, you like this guy from Sam Show 3? He's in it now for free too.
Get dude from For Honor.
Yeah, it's just kind of out of nowhere.
Hey, y'all play that game, don't you?
I did at the time, so
I mean, I played it when it first came out, but they didn't have dedicated servers, so I had to back out of that.
So yeah, this is cool. So now they're just like, you know what? Let's just give them all the first 5 characters for free. Now I wonder if it's one of those things where these 5 characters they want to put them in the game anyway, but they knew they wouldn't make it in time, and so they were like, you know what? Screw it. We'll just call them season 1 characters, and we'll put them in as they're done.
Here's the thing, though, and this is something I invite most of you all to try. Don't care.
Yeah, don't care.
Just take the free stuff.
Because
don't overanalyze it.
Yeah, 17 characters at launch,
And then
plus the 5.
Yeah, listen. You can try to be super psychoanalyze this thing for no reason and be like, well, maybe this was already on this DLC. You could be weird about it, or you can just take the character.
Just accept it. Yeah,
Just take it, because I mean, why are you here?
Yep. And I'm not unconvinced that at least one of those characters isn't Ryu.
Now you heard it here first. If he's right, now if he's wrong, I told him he was crazy for saying it, and I thought that was stupid.
What if it was El Forte?
I mean,
Oh, that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
it would be so interesting that it would never happen because there's no way that if Capcom agreed to let them use a Street Fighter character, that they would. We got a better chance of them putting Rufus in that motherfucker before we get El Forte.
I mean, this is
If
true.
El Forte's in that game,
You might have to
Fatal
get-
Fury is my new favorite series.
as it should be. You know what? That's the other part about this whole this revival is I hope as we get to the collections and stuff like that, I hope that people really take time. Like, if you find out you like, City of the Wolves or Street Fighter 6, go play the other versions. Like, you don't have to do this weird thing where you become like married to this version of a game. Even if you really like it, that's fine. But go out and try other entries into the series. Sure, they may not be what's currently the competitive scene and all that stuff, but I think you get an appreciation for how the series have evolved. You might actually find out that you like some of those games as much, if not better.
Some of those old games are actually really good.
Yeah.
I mean, even as old as they are now.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you.
We're going to get into it.
The first game's a little rough.
Listen, first of all, you play Fatal Fury 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep in mind that game came out in 1991. So
First of all, it's better than Street Fighter 1.
this is true.
110%.
It is 110% better than Street Fighter 1.
Okay. That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Stamp that.
Yeah.
But after that, let me tell you, okay, it was very hard to not make a game that was going to be immediately compared to Street Fighter, not be like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of other people tried to do that, and that's how you get Fighters history.
Yeah.
So, okay, Fatal Fury was trying. They were trying to be different.
Then art of fighting and
it's kind of that. So I just started to toe the line between how much Street Fighter you gonna try to do.
yeah.
So anyway,
But yeah, she looked great. I'm just super excited for the game. I was glad to get a release date for it.
Yes.
Glad that she's going to be in it. So now I've got like 3 characters I can't wait to jump in immediately and learn in that game. And then my last thing, real quick. My last highlight for me anyway was the Indiana Jones. Showing more stuff from Indiana Jones, and like after the show, like during the week, they're showing more of the game. Well, the big reveal from the trailer, I think, kind of surprising very few when they announced the PS5 date. So it is because if you watch the trailer from Opening Night Live, immediately I saw it had a Xbox date and a Steam date. So I was like, oh, they're announcing a Steam release of it, and then they do the little surprise thing at the end. Surprise, PS5 next spring. So it's out on Xbox and Steam December 9th.
Yep.
And then PS5 sometime 2025. I'm assuming spring, but
this game is the reason why Avowed ain't coming out till next year.
It basically.
Yeah, Microsoft basically said we got too many heavy hitters. We can't do it. Between Call of Duty and Indiana Jones, he's like, there's no room for it.
So why get stuff lost in the shuffle when that can be a bigger?
And I was gonna be mad.
Like
I ain't gonna lie to you, but here's the thing though. Got a lot of RPG stuff coming. Okay.
Yes.
Got the one Expedition 33.
Oh yeah.
And then we got Metaphor Refantasio. So I'm good. And a little game y'all might have heard of called Dragon Age. So
oh yeah.
I'll be fine.
I'm cautiously optimistic about after seeing some stuff they showed at Gamescom. So
it's gonna be okay.
So, but the only thing about the Indiana Jones that's scaring me, I just want to see a 5-minute moment-to-moment gameplay trailer, video, something, because we're seeing a bunch of cutscenes.
Yeah,
we're seeing him punch a guy. We're seeing him crack somebody with a whip. We're seeing him swing with the whip. We don't see anything of like, what am I actually doing in the game? Is it cutscenes and then I hit somebody with a whip once and then cutscenes?
Well, that part it was saving. It was saving the game.
Yeah, so that was but did we see anything more than that? I want to see just 5 minutes of gameplay.
Are you afraid it's going to be Dragon's Lair, Indiana Jones?
That's kind of all they showed me so far.
Because listen, there's a bunch of people that I've seen online saying the same thing. It's like, man, this thing feel like it might be like you walk to a point and then all of a sudden it goes
quick
into
time event type
yeah,
thing?
like just a bunch of quick time events. And
I mean, but would that really be that bad?
I mean, but tell me you haven't told me what the game is yet, and that's all you showed me. So to me, it's like
Adventure calls, man.
You're either afraid to show what the actual gameplay is because you don't think it's that great, or it's that, or it's what you were saying, but they just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Either way, it feels like they're hiding something. Show me what the game. Just show me gameplay,
Bro, early access.
like raw 5-minute footage.
You just five. Give me 3 minutes of footage of how I'm walking around, how I'm interacting with the environments, how fighting combat works, how everything else works. Just show me that, and you know what? I'm good. I'm an Indiana Jones fan. I'm in, but I need to know what I'm getting into. I don't want to jump into this like what's the game we keep saying now?
The Order 1887?
No. No, the Jack Black game.
Borderlands?
No.
Jumanji?
The game.
Oh, Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend. Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want that to happen to me again.
Brutal Legend is a fantastic game,
Where
though.
they show you this action hack and slash 3D game, and it's totally a strategy game. Totally a strategy game.
You fight one boss. You fight one boss in like this like action sequence, and they're like, "That was cool, wasn't it?" Now manage these skeletons. If you play the guitar for them, you summon more of them.
Yeah. So I just don't want that to happen to me. I want to know what I'm getting into. I love Indiana Jones. You've already got me. I've got Game Pass, so I'm getting it either way. But I just want to know what I'm getting into. I don't like the feeling that they're hiding something behind the curtain, but not to reveal it, but to hide it and kind of spring it on everybody once it's out. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. And they haven't given me a choice, so I'll just say that.
Do you want to see that, Zach? Do you want to see a bunch of footage from it?
I just want to see how it plays. I don't need to see a lot of gameplay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a big Indiana Jones fan.
Me either.
So I
Steven
could
would have been
care
that one
less.
other person over here that was really.
Oh, that's fine.
The guy from Pitfall was always better than me.
Pitfall Harry.
So I'm not gonna play the game either way. So
I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you got Game Pass.
Because if it ends up being not what you're like, if it ends up being something that is more dynamic, because I want, like, Uncharted was my Indiana Jones. Like, that's what I want Indiana Jones. Like when I saw the movies, I'm like, you be more like Nathan Drake, man. Like, just get after it, man. Like, come on, make it explodey and stuff. Ain't no red barrels around Indiana Jones. I don't understand.
I always call Uncharted Tomb Raider with a dick.
Yeah, a really big one. Okay. You fight zombies at the end of the first game.
I always felt like it ripped off Tomb Raider, which obviously ripped off Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Great artists borrow. No, good artists borrow. Great artists steal.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who said that?
stealed.
Yeah.
He's stolen.
Yeah. You know who said that? Some people attribute it to T.S. Eliot.
Oh, okay.
Day and them said it though. Anyway, did you see anything from Gamescom, Zach, that piqued your interest? I know you were.
I didn't watch anything.
All right, that's good to hear.
But I just remembered that tomorrow. You know what comes out tomorrow?
What?
Star Wars Outlaws.
Okay.
Officially, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it already out?
Yeah, with early access, you pay like $110. You get early access.
Yeah.
First of all, paying for early access to single player games seems like a very nasty move. It's already kind of nasty with multiplayer games, but I kind of understand it. You like, okay, look, if you want to get it first, it is what it is. You buy the collector's edition. There's other content with it. And there's other content with Star Wars as well. I'm pretty sure it's a season pass and all that you get.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
But it just feels nasty. And also Indiana Jones said it at the end of that too, that you could get early access and all that. And again, I know y'all gonna pay for it, so like whatever, but it just seems kind of weird. But Star Wars Outlaws, again, another game that game more so than like Wukong. I do want to play that game.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be all over it.
But it's just I don't have time, man.
Do we know how long the game's supposed to be?
I've heard
shorter than Far Cry.
Yeah, I've heard
Like
shorter
100% to 100%.
than you think, but not like super short. If
Like
you go
there's
through
only-
the main quest, I heard you can beat it in about 20 hours.
Yeah. And it was like,
Fuck.
yeah, I know.
Or less, but there's a lot of, it's an open-ish world game, so there's all
I
kinds
think
of
there's like
side
three
stuff to
planets or something like that. Did you really go in between?
do. Something like that, yeah.
Have we heard
But-
any early hot takes or any?
There's a game-breaking save that they are trying to patch out as we speak.
Oh, okay.
But how I guess not really like that, but more people's opinions.
So
if you like those type of, if you like the Star Wars universe and you like those openish, like not quite Far Cry, but you like those kind of open world type games, it is a good experience. Now, I haven't heard like Masterpiece. I haven't heard a lot of Game of the Year stuff, but a very good effort, like an 8.5 and 8.
I've heard more of a 7. Well, so what I've heard, kind of everybody that I've watched, that don't say something about her face for some reason.
Yeah, because that's the other thing that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
What, people are saying stuff about her face.
It's like she don't look fine enough. Her face is too chubby.
Yeah.
She's like,
oh God, somebody. I was watching a streamer play it last night, and somebody put a picture, like put a link in the chat, and he clicked it, and it was like her face and the dude from oh God, what's that movie with the America something Force?
Talking about Team America World Police?
Yeah. Like one of the characters from that, like showing like her face next to one of theirs, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, they said she looks like one of the dolls, one of the puppets.
Yeah, it's like you know what, it kind of does. But the kind of consensus I've heard from everybody that I've seen that's played it, as a third person stealth adventure, it's not good, not bad, but not great.
Yep.
Like a 6 or 7 there. But as an experience inside of the Star Wars world, it's one of the best games ever made. So a lot of folks are saying the Star Warsiness of it will get you over the gameplay not being that great.
It's not bad. It controls okay.
Yeah, if you're not a Star Wars fan and you're just looking for like an open world stealth, because it is a stealth game.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be getting caught.
You're not supposed to be getting caught, and if you do, the game gets hairy real quick. But yeah, everybody I've seen agrees. Like as a Star Wars environment, it's probably one of if not the best you will ever have. Like just the nostalgia of it. You go places, Easter eggs everywhere. Great. Gameplay wise, it's like a step over meh. Yeah. So, which is what I was expecting. I don't know what folks were expecting the game to be.
I always think that people have always, so Ubisoft is sometimes one of the best companies for, like, they've done some great things for the gameplay for video games, right? Like some of the biggest advancements in gameplay, like what they were able to do with the Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
There was nothing like it, right? Yep. And even some of the stuff when it came to like sandbox games with like Far Cry,
yeah,
was like there was nothing quite as much as those games were. But they also, they sometimes make bland playing games.
Yep.
Like, I really like The Division, but I understand how like there was nothing exceptional about the game. It was a third person shooter.
I mean, the first one was pretty cool. Like, it was pretty groundbreaking.
Well, I thought the whole experience of The Division 1 was amazing. But like there was nothing revolutionary about the actual like the gun mechanics and all that stuff, right? They do things like Rainbow Six, which has some of the most, like, to me, spot on gunplay and all that stuff. But then, some of the Assassin's Creed, the actual combat, it kind of boring. Like, it could be boring in Assassin's Creed a lot of times. And so it's always like, what are you going to get from Ubisoft? Are you going to get some next level, like Watch Dogs 1 type of stuff where it's like, oh man, this is like really cool and different and all that? Or you're going to get like, okay, we're going to make,
Watch Dogs 3.
Exactly, where it's like, oh, this formula is so
played out and
basic, and they're not doing anything with it, and they just put that in a different game. But then again, like you said about the people who like Star Wars, I've heard nothing but like, if you want to be a character in Star Wars who's not one of these main characters, you want to see what it's like to be somebody on the side,
in the outer rim of
like this is, you're getting a chance to do that. This is what a lot of times what people want from some of the Star Wars series that they're supposed to delve into, like, not main character people. So it ends up being this, especially if you like Star Wars, a pretty good to great experience.
Yeah.
but the gameplay of it itself,
the gameplay itself is just
isn't anything remarkable.
No.
It's formulaic. It's like you've played this type of game, which to me sometimes isn't really necessarily a negative, because I like being familiar with games sometimes right off the back. Like it's, I feel comfortable.
You can jump into it a lot easier.
Yes.
And I'm huge into Star Wars, so I can't wait to, and like one minor complaint I heard folks saying too is like, you're not a good guy. Like, not at all.
You're a rogue.
You're a rogue, but you're kind of,
all of the rogues are not really good people.
You're not evil, but you don't really get good choices, and it's like you can't do sometimes you'll play like a bad character, but you can do things in a good way, bad things in a good way. Yeah, it's not really how this game plays out.
You're serving self-interest out here, baby.
You're very much stealing from folks, good, bad, ugly. It's like you kind of steal from everybody, but
it's all about self-preservation.
You're still stealing, you're still killing, you're still, just
you're
trying to find your own way.
Don't let Han Solo get it twisted. He was like the most good rogue ever.
Yeah.
Every other rogue would have been like Benicio del Toro and been like, hey,
exactly,
man.
exactly. It's like, you're more playing him in this game than you are Han Solo.
Hey, you getting mad at me because I turned on you, but like, you know who I am, right? You know how I get down.
You found me in a jail cell. What did you think I was gonna do? Yeah. Type of deal. So apparently that's like, if you're thinking you're going to be kind of on the Han Solo side of, oh, this guy's bad, but he's got a heart of gold.
You're gonna be Greedo out here.
Yes, not exactly who you're playing.
First of all, Han shot first. Let's get that understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. So, but
justice for Greedo.
All right. I think we table the Call of Duty stuff to next week when Steven's here.
Yeah, I want to hear him talk about quick scoping and shit.
Because this Nintendo Direct is 45 minutes long.
Oh yeah. Let's go ahead.
And we're already past the hour.
So like usual, I found out about it. The only reason I found out that it was happening because Monday night I went to YouTube before I went to bed, and I saw the little live waiting room thing.
Man.
And it was like, tomorrow at 9. Oh, well, shoot. So I put it on my calendar and went to bed. And
the only reason I knew there was one coming up, I didn't even know when it was coming up. I just knew there was going to be one soon because they had said, hey, the Switch 2 ain't being shown. Stop asking us.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I didn't even see that. But I knew a Direct was coming because they weren't at Gamescom, but it was summer.
Yeah,
and they haven't done their summer Direct yet. So I figured it was probably coming either right after Gamescom or maybe closer to around Tokyo Game Show next month. But so I was glad, but I thought it was only in Indie World. So when the Indie World ended, I was like, that was cool. And then it's like stay tuned for the partner showcase. I was like, awesome. So I've never played the Balatro games.
Yeah, I'm out.
I haven't played any of them.
But apparently they bought licenses to a bunch of stuff.
Oh, so they're going to be adding like themes to...
Yeah. So Witcher, Vampire Survivor.
That's kind of neat,
what
though.
Was the other one? So, I mean, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this indie showcase was like... It was
Dave
okay.
the Diver, okay.
Yeah, Dave the Diver. Yeah, it's just like,
So is Balatro just like a card game? I thought it was like an adventure game.
Not this one.
Oh,
well, they got Among Us.
Yeah.
That thing is they still chugging along, man. I thought they'd died out by now.
Yeah, they're still doing it.
Apparently, the VR versions that you don't have to be in. They made it to where you could play like the VR versions without actually having to be in a VR headset. Like you can do the first person modes. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. Friends of Jimbo. Okay, free update.
Yep.
Today.
Shadow dropped. There's a few of those.
Yeah.
That's right. The makers of Grease.
Conrad? Not Concord, right? They bring it to the Switch?
Already? Free update. Please.
Please play with us.
Please. My God. What do we have to do now?
Hey,
is this Neva?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, this is the one about the wolf reindeer.
Yeah.
The wolf deer.
And every time I've seen this, it looks better and better. It's
yes.
Like, I'm gonna try this out.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see if it's gonna be on Game Pass.
I mean, I gotta see first, but I can't commit to you yet. But if it's not, and I got some downtime between some other good stuff, I might throw you in there.
Yeah, Grist was okay.
Yeah,
it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. It wasn't bad though.
That was the RPG one, right?
No,
that's
it's
Child of
actually
Light.
it's a lot
Yeah,
like
it's
this.
like yeah.
But this looks cool. I mean, you know, I'm a sucker for hand drawn animation and stuff. So
Yep.
So which one you think gonna die, the girl or the wolf deer?
probably the girl. I mean, the wolf already lost his mom in the beginning. I mean,
No, the girl is the mom.
well, she is now.
Yeah, so you know, just gonna give his life for the girl, like a good animal. Or October 15th coming soon.
Yeah.
Oh, so you getting the plague off of them things?
Like, kind of, it's like, wait, am I purifying it or am I just turning it into a tree? I'm confused.
I mean both. A little bit of little column A, little column B. Yeah. Because you'll need to use that to get to the next area.
Moth cubit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw that, I was like,
there was a few of these. I was like, oh,
it's interesting, but it
okay.
ain't for me.
Okay, yeah,
Sounds like a bunch of different things in
It's
it.
not nothing I'm going to try, but I mean, somebody will enjoy this. Yeah,
Look, am I the only one?
and that's what's great about this stuff. You know,
But-
these little games that there's somebody out who wants a game just like that, and if it wasn't for indies, they wouldn't be getting them.
So look, just I'm not saying we all have the same taste, but when I see a game that has like too many of these like weird kind of nuanced parts of the game or different gameplay styles, is it a little off-putting?
I don't know if it's off-putting, but it doesn't necessarily.
Like there's no direction. Feels like
Yeah, it looks like
they wanted to make all these types of
necessarily my
games and they just
jam,
mashed it together.
yeah. Now, Astrolabe games, they've made a few different, like, I mean, they make indie games, obviously, but they've made a few ones that have done pretty well. I can't think of the names off my head, but
Yeah, this is the what's it? Coffee something cafe.
The one where like
Coffee
it was
Talk
like,
episode
She
two?
used to be like a fighter and she opened up a coffee shop. That one?
no, that was an Annapurna game.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. This one's like I think you just like
Coffee Talk Hibiscus?
something like that. Well, is it Coffee Talk? Either way, they're
both
they're-
Coffee Talk
the-
games.
The series, okay, yeah. So it's Coffee Talk game, but this one's a new one in Japan.
Oh, it's set in Japan.
Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty cool.
yeah. So that's the guy down there. He's the guy that translated the earlier games into Japanese. It's like, okay, cool, but that's why he's here because it's like, hey, we finally get to make one in Japan. So, cool for folks who like these games.
Yep,
Here we
Coffee
go.
Talk Tokyo.
Coffee Talk Tokyo. And you know, I've never been a huge fan of like this type of game. I've played quite a few of them though back in the day when I was finding stuff on the computer to play for free. Mm-hmm. What are these called? Like visual novel type deals? Yeah.
Choose Your Own Adventures.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they're
Like the
cool.
books that we
I
used to read
just don't have
in video
time.
game form.
yeah.
Yeah.
Except for you can't. I'm pretty sure you could, but you can't hold the page and be like, if I don't like where this goes, I'm gonna go back to this, make this decision again. You got to save scum, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But cool for fans of that series because I hear there's a lot of folks that play those games.
Yeah.
So they're getting the new one and it's set in Tokyo. So
I can see Danielle playing this.
She actually doesn't play a ton of visual novel games. She's played a couple though.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not as in depth as something like Stardew. I know she likes the whole aspect of the slice of life stuff. Now brewing, ready to pour in 2025. Nope. I'm assuming he's from another Coffee Talk game.
Probably.
I'm sure those Coffee Talk people just popped when they saw that. Oh my God!
oh, he's here,
Randy's
baby.
back.
He's back.
I can't believe they put Randy in. He was a side character in Coffee Talk 1. You had to do a special thing to see him.
And then it was like, wait, what? What?
I got finished. Shut up.
Wait a minute.
That's right,
Oh,
baby.
shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was a couple things I saw this
This
week. I
is-
was like, oh, Zach's gonna like that.
Yeah.
This is a Sea of Stars expansion.
Yep.
DLC.
It didn't say it was free or no?
I want to wait till the end because I want to say yes, but I want to be sure before I said it. But
Okay.
you already put it out there.
I
so
need to buy. I need to get a
hopefully you're
physical
right.
copy of this game.
Yeah, I plan
I
to
got
get
a
a
Switch
physical
copy and I
plan to get a
I ain't opened that
physical one on the Switch.
Oh, you have one on Switch?
Yeah, I had, that's what. When I bought like Street Fighter and Mario Rabbids. Yeah, I bought a Sea of Stars. They had it for like $25 at Best Buy, and I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and get that just for just for collection purposes, because this is I don't want to believe we will only get those type of games right now and never again, but it's too I'm nervous about that RPG kind of renaissance, so I'm like, let me get this and lock it in. It said 2025 though. I don't think it said if it was free or not.
I can't remember. I don't know if but I
Power
mean,
Wash
just
Simulator, the Shrek Special Pack.
yeah.
Okay, sure.
Hey, this game was huge on Twitch for a while.
I know.
Not for me.
I don't get it, but I know.
I don't get it either. But yeah.
Well, you could watch a power washing video, Nolan, or you could play a power washing video.
No, I've watched folks play PC Builder Simulator. It's like
I do find power washing videos satisfying.
Multiplayer, baby. We washing together.
So, morsels.
Yeah. By
I was,
Furcula.
Yeah, I'm not a cat person, so I was eating my oatmeal here, and so I was like, okay, I'm back to
you saying that. You
now.
saying I'm not a cat person as I'm eating my oatmeal.
Yeah.
Feels like something a cat person would be doing. Like just sitting there eating oatmeal in the background.
I was ignoring my work phone, eating my oatmeal, watching the Nintendo Direct. It was a good day.
You watch, bud. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But the oatmeal's gonna come up again later on.
Oh look, it's Annapurna.
Annapurna.
Of course, they would make a game with cat people.
Wait, didn't they produce the Stray game or publish it?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, sure did.
Uh-oh, Cheshire Cat. The rat's on the rat turned into poo.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, it's definitely an Annapurna game right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Come on, man. But it's me though. I'll be the one that's tripping when I be talking about how weird the Annapurna stuff be.
Not all of them.
Come on, bro. They had an incest game. Like, what are we talking about?
It wasn't an incest game. It was just
you hold that against everything else they've ever made.
Yes.
It wasn't an incest game. It just had incest in it.
It just had incest in it.
Why would a game have incest in it? I got beat up by William Dafoe for like 40 minutes to find that out. That's crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like, what is this? This is like Frogger with doo-doo. Like, what are we doing?
And was it even like? Did they even know? They didn't even know, right?
No,
well, it depends on how you interpret the story.
So it was like accidental incest.
It was you can interpret it that way.
It felt a little more. It felt a little more
a different
intentional.
interpretation. A different interpretation of the story is this was all happening in your mind when you realized that she was your sister, and Willem Dafoe was your conscience.
Yep.
Which is why he was also the same voice of your dad in the real ending.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, morsels.
Now we got a
weird Annapurna game. Oh, and then what's
another
the name
dating
of this
sim?
one? Yeah, it's a dating sim, but you're
I'm Regina Direction.
Date everything is what it's called.
Okay. Oh,
so you're dating like different
the data decks, like a Pokedex.
No, I think you're the inanimate objects turn into
inanimate objects.
people.
Yeah, or you can date like everything, including the game itself.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It's Doug.
Yeah.
Is he a thermostat?
Your overwhelming sense of existential dread.
Oh, but my homies call me Doug. Why you got no shirt on, dog? The ring lamp, Lux, like League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
You made a new dateable,
and that's the game itself.
It's the text box.
Yeah, the text box from the game you can date
a
too.
bobby pin.
I mean, I don't know where else. I mean, we've had a bird simulator, bird dating game. We've had dog dating games.
Bro, this is a horny game.
So it's like where else could dating go? Just date everything.
This person down bad.
Bro, you gotta talk to a professional. Like, hey yo, that's crazy. All right,
Peglin, this looked interesting.
I like how a lot of these games are a precursor of the developers behind it.
Yes.
But that Date Everything had nobody.
Nobody won't put their face behind that. It's gonna sell. Look, that game's gonna make money.
That's gonna be one of those games that's gonna be in the top 10 sales list, but you're never gonna find anybody who admits to buying it.
No, it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be on Steam. Like every month you're gonna look on it. It's gonna be like, hey,
it's gonna be at the top
number
10.
eight right now.
I'm gonna check it every week and make sure none of my friends are on it, and then just remove anybody that's on.
I mean, as soon as you buy the game, you just can hide it in your list and everything. It's
No, you ain't put on a watch list. You buy that game. I'm gonna run that watch list. So this is like Peggle.
It's like a it's like
It's like Peggle plus Puzzle Quest.
yeah,
okay.
exactly. It's
Okay.
like that's the best way to describe it.
That's kind of cool.
So it's kind of like
I really enjoyed Puzzle Quest and Peggle. So
Yeah, Puzzle Quest. I never really played Peggle, but
It's really
Puzzle Quest I definitely enjoy it.
it's a good turn your brain off and just kind of play a game while you're watching something.
Yeah.
This would be a great phone game.
Yes.
was this one of the Shadow Drop games, or it came out this week or something?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well, let's find out.
I can't remember, but
It looks like it had probably got some roguelike stuff to it, or is it just a straight up RPG? Either way, it seems like a good idea.
yeah.
You throwing the money? Ooh, that's a big dragon. Oh Lord. Multi-blurn.
And it's called Peglin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I about to say, I think
Okay,
that was
so
one of
it's
the
out.
yeah, that was a game that came out that day because I
wonder if it
saw
only
some
came
folks
out for the
playing the
Switch.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad game like the Switch is a good platform for that type of game too.
Now I don't know anything about the wobbly island game, but
Yeah.
I know a friend of mine and his son plays it all the dang time.
I can see that. I can see this being very popular with the youth.
Yeah. so is this like the first time it's on the Switch?
Probably.
Because I see them playing it on Steam all the time.
Yeah, it probably just is a Switch port of it because this definitely looks like a
Like a Roblox type game.
Yeah, it's like I can't be having my kid on Roblox because they be trying to solicit. So get your wobbly life. It's kind of like it, man.
Yeah.
You could do a bunch of stuff in this. Just play the shit.
Switch December. So
All right, what is this? Like we supposed to know what this is
this
already?
actually looks like it could
It's
be
like
a fun little party
isn't
game.
this like Pico Land or something? Like
Oh,
Yeah.
did they already announce this before?
that? No, it's been out.
I
On,
haven't heard
on
of it
Steam
before,
for sure.
but
Yeah.
this was
You can play up to like 8 people on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yep.
Get
I
the
can't
key.
remember what it's called though. Pico Park. That's
Pico
what it is.
Park,
This is
yeah,
Pico
yeah.
Park 2.
I got you. Do it right though. All right, now you go over and get that.
There you go.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
this-
Good job.
This looks like this looks like
Yep.
a
There's
fun
it.
time, but 8. Oh my
Nah,
god,
bro. Bro, I'm not trying to play this with more than one other person. Like I can feel myself getting mad right now.
I know.
Stop. If you just do the thing like God, bro. I ain't doing. I'm gonna just stand here. Y'all tell me what to do.
I know. Seriously,
I ain't gonna do nothing.
like you freaking idiots.
You blocking me right now. Stop blocking me. Also, I'm sorry I made you die like 3 times. I'm trying. Don't press. Yeah, we just say.
Whoop. All right, cool. All right, now you get off of it. Nope.
Yeah, come pick me back up. Pick me back up.
Available.
Oh, it's already out
Wednesday.
now.
Yeah, it was a bunch of stuff that just dropped. It's like cool.
All right,
Nintendo, man, they've been
You know,
doing it.
They've been doing anything. I don't understand how you can
folks
have
were
all this
concerned.
happening, right? How you
Shovel
can
Knight?
Yeah.
Shovel Knight, yeah.
Shovel of Hope.
Shovel of Hope
I'm assuming that
remix.
means it's a remake of a. Yeah.
I think it's all the Shovel Knight stuff in one game.
Got you.
Yeah.
Europa?
And then Europa, yeah, they're doing the little montage here, which I'm mad I didn't see more about this. I was like, this looks kind of interesting.
kinda look interesting.
I want to see more about this.
Be awesome.
This
This
actually
was
looks
on
pretty
Game Pass.
cool.
Cuisinier, which is the
which I've seen on like one of the other
They showed it
directives.
the
or
last
something.
direct, I think.
yeah, it's the
Did
one where you own the
This is the one I was talking about earlier, right?
yeah.
On Your Tail, another weird game that my niece would like, I'm sure.
Yeah, because you got tails.
And animals,
Yeah.
like anthropomorphic animals. She's all about that for some reason.
Here we go.
Metal Slug Tactics available fall 2024.
Boy, can't put a date on nothing. I hate y'all so much.
I mean, at least they're acknowledging its existence.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's coming,
Lucky Squire.
and this thing looks better and better every time I see it.
I told you, man. Like that's gonna be a. I really hope people give that game a shot. Look at this. There's a fake punch out thing. Come on, bro.
I know.
Play this game.
Like, why is he all still buff? What the hell's going on,
Hey,
man?
it's later in the game. We just want to show you what you could be.
Yeah. So that was the near the end of the world of the indie world. And then there was, of course, the and one more thing.
Oh, this is getting a physical release. Pizza Tower.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got a physical. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of want to get the physical release just because like it comes with a timer that looks like the guy, and it might be like it might instead of just doing like a buzzing thing, he might yell. That's what the rumor is. Gotta find the topics. I feel like this game was made like on like Windows like 95. Like it was like
have that feel,
yeah, like this and like Jazz Jackrabbit.
Yeah. But like gameplay wise, I'm definitely like definitely
My cow would have exploded trying to run this.
Wario Woods like
Yeah.
vibes.
Oh no, this is Wario Land.
Land. Yeah.
Clearly they
Definitely
were
getting those
inspired.
yeah.
Like this felt like it's a game I would have had to find like deep on my cousin's PC. Like we got games on here, and then you just keep going deep into a folder. It's like games G2 or something, and then you like, what's this game? Oh, it's just kind of cool. Y'all been playing this before?
It does feel like one of those old PC games, though, doesn't it?
Which listen again, I'm here for people to use the visual styles of older games.
Wait. Go back on that video.
Okay,
Shit. How do I do that?
you got to control it, bud. It's you.
Look at. Why does he have a white nose?
I
when
know.
He looks black.
That's a shadow.
Yeah, I think it's either
It's the shadow of his hat.
or
It's the hat.
he might have got exploded or something,
Please,
like the top of his face or something.
Little
But I noticed.
vitiligo.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
maybe he got vitiligo and they just trying to representation.
Yeah. Was that game already out on the Switch?
What?
Pizza Tower.
May have been.
No, it's on Steam.
Yeah,
I know it's out on PC. So yeah, that was the announce of the Switch
Yeah.
version. Now.
Yeah.
So.
and then the physical release is coming out. I want to say November.
Okay. And it's like, oh, cool. So I'm still eating my oatmeal. It's like, okay, so we're actually getting a direct too, not a first party stuff, but third party stuff.
Look, man, let me just throw something out here. Y'all don't have to be putting up the trailers, like retweeting the trailers and all that, like the moment they exist. You retweeting YouTube links because it ain't even the companies ain't even put the trailer out on their social media yet. Like, leave my boy. Oh, this right here, Tetris Forever.
Tetris Forever, yeah.
I just got you all over it, my boy. They got all the Tetris,
all the old ones, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
which I really want that. I want the original one that they just showed. I really like the music on that one a lot.
Is
The
the
Russian
Tengen one going to
Yeah.
be in there? But is the Tengen one going to be in there?
Hey man, ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't even know what version of Tetris this is, and I don't want to play it. They ain't putting no shadows on me. They got Tetris though, so it's all of the game. I guess it was from all the ones that the original Tetris company made.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
a battle mode too. That's cool.
Yeah, Tetris Time Warp.
Yeah, it switches like between the different looks and stuff while you're playing it.
Well, that comes with a documentary. I didn't see this part.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Tetris Forever. Available sometime this year. And then available this winter, I think it was some new stuff for
The original Tetris.
yeah. And something for 99, right?
Oh, really?
Oh, that's for the NES.
Online, yeah.
Yeah, new
Online.
back
Tetris 99 Maximus Cup.
Maximus Cup. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, is Tetris 99 still around? I thought they
Yeah,
got rid
it
of
still
that.
is.
Or is it,
No, that was
No.
Mario 99. today.
Which why did they do that like a limited time? I tell you that crap was so
it's
fun.
it was a weird choice, man. I let it go because we found out and we were like, wait, it's already gone?
This game actually looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never even heard
Star
of it before.
Overdrive.
This. Yeah.
I'm assuming this is the first time they've shown this.
yeah, I don't think it's
yeah.
been shown before.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Steam,
This is
and I
a
think it's
world
going to be on
premiere.
everything actually.
Yeah.
But they're showing it on Switch. Nintendo's doing a really good job of getting like, it's like, hey,
First
check
looks.
check this out.
Yep.
And when they're doing the whole what PlayStation used to do. We're not saying it's only on our system.
We're just showing it to you first.
We're just showing it to you first. Yeah.
I mean, come on now. If you assume that it's only on our system
Yeah.
and you buy it for our system, that's on you.
And then you realize you could have got a 4K version of it on something else.
Hey.
I mean,
hey.
this might be a 4K version on the Switch too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if all of these games, if you look at the files, there's some 4K textures in that cart.
just waiting on you, just waiting for a device that can unleash the power.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it says available 2025, and
hey, everything that's not coming out,
it doesn't say for the Switch. It just says available.
Oh, freaking Goat Simulator. And oh, that's one more thing from Gamescom too, real quick. It's like somehow Goat Sim was one of the best trailers there again. Like, what was it, a couple of years ago when they did the Dead Island 2 trailer remake, and I was like, wait, didn't they already show the Dead Island 2? And as it's going, it's like, no, this is Dead Island 2. This is something different. And then it ended up being Goat Sim. The Gamescom trailer for Goat Sim was like the remake of the first game, I think. Mm-hmm. The Gamescom trailer was ridiculous. It was so funny.
Now you could be other animals.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the pig game was Little Nightmares 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Too bad Steven in here. It's like, I know he would have. Yeah,
You would have creeped out.
Yeah.
And
No, that's actually Goat Sim 3. Okay.
yeah.
I just assumed it was the remake that they just announced at Gamescom. Yep. Just sitting here eating oatmeal and really enjoying my time. It's like Nintendo, the Switch is going to be okay. There's going to be plenty of stuff to play. Legend, I have never played any of these games.
Man, look, Gavin gave me
this?
one of them. Legend Trails in the Sky, Legend of Heroes. This is a remake of the first game.
Yeah. But
With Star Wars stuff? Oh, this is a different game.
yes, different game is Star Wars Hunters, which is apparently doing very well on the Switch.
What is it?
It's
Like a hero-
hero shooter in Star Wars.
You getting Stalker, Legend of the Zone trilogy.
Yeah, this is like the collection of the first 3 games.
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's going to be on Switch.
Worm Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
Worms Armageddon.
Worms Armageddon.
I always end up getting killed first in Worms. I don't like it.
Those games are
Then
always
some
fun.
new Disney Dreamlight Valley stuff.
I mean, it's
Coming
still
out next
still
week.
going. I knew it was going to be an audience for it. I just didn't know if they were really going to keep supporting it. But
And
apparently,
they are.
Man, they doing what
Yep.
they got to do.
And then Patrick Star game from the SpongeBob world looks interesting.
Nah, man. I mean, it's clearly gonna be for
the
somebody.
Patrick Star game.
Yeah. So it looks like it's more like physics based.
Mm-hmm.
You like
I just know
doing
that
stuff
they'll
in the
never
world.
capture what they got with Battlefield of Bikini Bottom, which is why they've re-released
Oh.
that game 17 times.
clearly that's always going to be the best one.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some other good ones.
Yeah, and it was like it is. I mean, for
doesn't look
somebody,
bad.
No.
they're gonna enjoy this game a lot. Like this is gonna be somebody's favorite game,
Oh yeah.
and it should be.
I mean, it's SpongeBob. You're playing basically a bunch of mini games with physics-based mini games with characters from the game. I'm good.
But y'all enjoy it. Y'all do y'all thing. Coming out soon.
Yeah.
Which is honestly what you want to do, what you want to hear when these games, you see these trailers, you want to know that they're coming out soon.
Mm-hmm. Pre-orders begin today, so Tuesday. And then personal trainer game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, somebody will enjoy this. They sold enough to, make a new one. So
And I mean, apparently the Switch ones, have done really good on
Yeah.
the console.
yeah. So
Like there's clearly an audience for them. These people really like, and I've heard a bunch of different people talk about how they got the Switch for the workout. Well, they got the workout games on the Switch.
on the Switch, yeah.
And they're like, hey man, it's actually
It
ends up
actually
being
is
really
like
good.
a pretty good sweat.
Yeah.
You can build a pretty good sweat just playing a game. I'm thinking about doing. I need to lose weight.
Hey,
I can't do a lot of exercises with my back anymore, but I feel like I can probably do this.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
just get me a move a little bit.
Unfortunately, I have a Switch Lite, so I would have to get another Switch. And just like Steven said, as much as I want to get an OLED, I feel like if I do that, they're gonna announce that Switch 2 and I'm gonna get mad. So that black dude is a hoss. That's a unit right there. Look, come on. Change the hairstyle. He's absurd. I'd never put him on my thing because you're not gonna embarrass me in my house. One more, dog.
Fitness Boxing 3. Yep.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah, my oatmeal's tasting good right now. Oh, what's oh, that's Ryu. You know, when I saw it, I didn't see Terry's face there originally, so I was like, oh, where are you? Oh, okay, they putting Street Fighter Alpha 3 on the Switch.
They putting Street Fighter Alpha 3.
And then I saw Capcom Fighting Class. Look, wait, what what? What?
Yeah, Street Fighter Alpha 3 upper.
Was that Capcom? This is Capcom versus SNK.
Yeah.
What? What? This is Capcom versus SNK too.
Yeah.
What?
Let's get it.
What's this?
Yes.
This is Project Justice. What am I looking at?
And then we got Capcom Fighting Evolution, one of the best games ever. Nah, I'm lying. Ain't nobody gonna play that shit.
Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, which I wanted on the Street Fighter collection, so I'm so happy I'm getting that. Plasma Sword. Oh my God, we're getting Power Stone.
Hold on.
We're doing all the Naomi games. We're getting Power Stone 2. Let's go, baby. All right, we're getting Tech Rock.
No, we ain't gonna do that Tech Romancer. Let that shit go. We barely getting Plasma Sword.
But I was like, they did it again?
Yeah, man.
They did it to me again?
This shit pre-ordered. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got like nothing but Capcom fighting games pre-ordered at the moment.
What?
Yeah. This is
so it's not coming out to next year. It's weird that they didn't wait till like the first direct of next year to announce it, and then we get a release date for the Marvel's Capcom collection. And if you went to the Marvel's Capcom website, they added some stuff. He's in the game now.
Who? Old dude from
Maru originally wasn't going to be in there.
Yeah, that's what
they went ahead and threw him in there, and they threw Tan Sakura into Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter.
Marvel Super vs.
Yeah. So that's cool. They added some more stuff to it, but I could talk about the Capcom.
Oh, that's what we're going to talk about
collection
before we end it
for like an hour, but there's a whole lot of other stuff to it. So, but yeah, I was like, I can't. What is Capcom doing? Why are they making my life the best thing ever right now? I feel like I'm in like the 9th grade again.
Hold on. So this is what people got to understand. Not only are these games going to be in the collection for you to just be able to play at the crib with your people, right?
Yeah.
You now have online rollback net code, Power Stone 2, baby. Do you like? First of all, Power Stone 1
player lobbies for that game too.
Yes.
So you can get full on 4-player. Power Stone 2 does have 4-player online.
Yes.
So
like, bro, like that's Project Justice lobbies.
Yeah.
You're just it's going to get bananas when I beat you with the with the photojournalist girl. I'm just snapping pictures. Okay, old girl with the Tiffany with the boxing glove. Okay,
she's actually really good.
Oh, she is really good. What's the swimming dude name? Oh my goodness.
Not Batu. Natu.
I think it's not. No,
that's the volleyball girl.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But anyway, Project Justice, Zach, you will be very happy if you want to play a grappler in Project Justice because they don't have. He doesn't have 360. I think he only has like a half circle command grab, right? Who's the big dude?
Gon?
Yeah. Is it 360?
Actually, I never played with Gon.
I want to say it's just a half circle. But anyway, like he can close the distance. Really, like the game is fun. I don't know about balancing in the game. I don't really care. It's just
that game is so much fun.
It's just fun.
It's so fun.
It makes me very hopeful that we get, because Capcom said they still have a bunch of games that they will be thinking. Well, we'll say thinking about. There are a bunch of franchises that they have for fighting games that are not in this collection that they would like to potentially put in the collection. One of them's been thrown around is they want to do an EX collection.
I mean, hopefully, but
and that would make Darius the happiest because
we could talk about that. Let's get through the direct, and we'll
go back to what matters.
So
what is this?
Come back to that.
This is Altair Unia or Yumia,
the Alchemist of Memories, and the something.
Well, this series is just, I mean, it won't stop.
Yeah,
and that's I'm happy for those
when
fans.
Like the first 3 came out or something on the PS2, and I was like, okay, this is obviously a series. I think there's like 27 of them now.
I'm out. I'm not even gonna pretend like I even know what's going on.
I have no idea.
I have no intention to learn what's going on. But hey, man, y'all keep buying them. Keep making that money. Keep getting your games.
Shoot. And like the last few, I keep hearing is like, this was the best one ever. Wait, this was the best one ever now. Oh, this one's definitely the best one ever now. So be
cool if we get like a Sakura Wars game.
Atelier series is killing it, apparently. So
I'm happy for any Koei Tecmo win because, they did a lot of stuff and they don't ever really get the recognition they really deserve for
That's true.
for what they've done for games.
Like in the early days, especially.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I mean, they Ninja Gaiden. What else are we talking about? Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo basketball. Finally, Konami is bringing back up Suikoden 1 and 2, but it's not coming out till next year.
Yeah, that was kind of a
But there's a Switch version, so
yeah, whatever.
that's cool. I guess.
I mean, I'll probably end up
I'm
getting
looking at this
the
and
Switch
I'm like,
version.
I want to play these again so bad, especially
Yeah.
now that I'm done with whatchamacallit.
Uden Chronicles, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
I honestly, I really thought
Love
we were
these
going to go
games.
from Uden Chronicles, and then maybe there would be a small gap, and then we would be able to just jump right into this.
So I wonder what's taking it so long.
Who knows?
Probably
man.
redoing the cutscenes and adding the extra effects is taking a little longer than they were expecting.
I'll probably get a copy for the Switch because I'll be getting like all the RPGs on the Switch. But I'll get a copy for Steam.
I'll
play it on Steam.
I'll probably get a physical copy for the PlayStation just because that's where the series started.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Kind of thing.
So they got Dragon Quest 3.
Yeah, and they get
Yeah.
getting the release date for, which I believe it's going to be November if I'm not mistaken.
And then still hadn't heard anything about 1 and 2 besides the fact that it exists.
Yeah.
But that's going to be cool to get those.
But
three.
visually, man, this looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like the 2.5 HD stuff, more. And then
you want to hear me screaming again? What? Finally! Ah!
Castlevania Dominus Collection, basically Castlevania DS Collection.
All the DS games, which this was my introduction.
Hey, DS games and
yeah.
a remake of the Haunted Castle.
Yeah, so
which was the arcade version.
You get the original arcade and the remake of it that they made for this. So even if it was just the 3DS games,
fantastic.
I'm still already in because those were my introductions to the handheld games.
Ah, gotcha.
The first game I had on the DS was Portrait of Ruin. No, not Portrait of Ruin.
Aria Sorrow.
Yeah, whatever the first one.
Dinosaur. Yeah,
Dinosaur. Yeah.
It was DS.
Yeah, and
actually, yeah.
And I love that game. So it's like, I bought that immediately on Steam.
Yeah. Now we got Civ 7, which that's cool that it's going to be on the Switch. And they've already committed to not making the console versions like different than the actual PC version because they were doing that for a while. It was like it's the same, but it ain't the same. Mm-hmm. Like they were just things they just took out from the console version. So that'll be cool for the Switch people. And now they've released some more insight about the gameplay of this Civ, and it finally feels like it's taken a leap. Like honestly, it's been the same game since like 4. Like 4, 5, and 6 were pretty much the same game with some minor updates. But now it feels like, okay, this is finally taking it to the next level. So I'm excited for Civilization 7. Like I'm gonna go get it. And
I got a friend that loves that series, so I know he's already.
I started playing it again because of this. Oh, and also for you Tales fans like myself, and this is one of my favorite Tales games. This is 365 Days of Game. Check that out. Tales of Grace F Remastered.
Yeah, I never played this one.
Which this was on PS3.
One.
Yeah. Asbel.
I might own it. This may be one of the many Tales games that I own but never play.
This is one of my favorite start them off as kids that didn't grow up because it felt more actual, like how people would evolve as they grew up versus it being like I was just a shy kid. Now I'm super tough and mad. It's like, come on, bro. And they show you things that lead up to how they become who they are. So yeah, this is one of my favorite Tales games. Mm-hmm. Very happy for this. Yeah, there were some things when I went back and played this that I did not realize that they need some quality of life. Just because of like playing even not even Tales of Grace, but Tales of like Zestiria and all of that. It's like, okay, yeah, this one was still kind of older before that. It's gonna be good. If you like Tales games, and apparently Namco, Bandai Namco says that they have a bunch of Tales games they're gonna remaster. So I'm hoping we get like Legendia remakes and all of that stuff, or remasters.
Cool. Yeah.
And then for you, My Sims people, apparently they are re-releasing My Sims Cozy Bundle, which is
okay.
Yeah. I
wasn't even aware of this series.
No,
and I was getting up off the floor from the Castlevania announcement at this point, so I didn't see what game it was, but I heard them do the little Simlish sounds and stuff, and I was like, "Are these folks trying to get sued?" That sound like Sims.
Puzzles.
Oh, they are Sims. Okay. Soon. It's like, wait, hey, y'all.
Hey, don't say that. You don't get that C&D, my boy.
Yeah, y'all better be careful. Oh, never mind. This is Sims.
Yeah.
So,
for the Sims franchise to be what it is, they've also had a bunch of successful spinoffs, which really doesn't happen a lot with those type of games.
Mm-hmm.
So there's clearly an audience for just the Sim people. Oh yeah, we got some Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. They're adding Help Wanted 2.
Mm-hmm. I've never been into the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, but
my baby girl loves
I can see where this could be fun for folks though, because like the original games are just like kind of like just kind of what kind of game am I talking?
Jump scares.
Yeah, but like the actual like gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
But this one seems like it's
this is where they started. This is the Help Wanted stuff was where they got a lot of the lore stuff, and people really started to really you know dive into what was going on and all. Because my daughter, she's always been heavy into Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, and she was always telling me like, I can't remember nothing, so I'm sorry if you ever hear this, but you know, it's still going strong, man.
Yeah.
And then
the movie did well too, right?
Yes,
it did.
They already are
extremely well. They're making a
got a sequel.
Like the Borderlands movie.
Then apparently there's some DLC for Security Breach
coming out this holiday.
Yep.
So, yeah, for anybody who thought they may not be playing anything on the Switch until Switch 2 comes out, no, there's still plenty of
brother. There's still stuff.
Still plenty of stuff.
So you got Epic Mickey comes out next month.
Next month, yep, about a month away.
Yeah. And again, especially if you hadn't played the original Epic Mickey, buddy, you're in for a great time.
And it's Tales of the Shire game that again is it was kind of announced at an unfortunate time when Embracer was like, yeah, we're not doing any more Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yep.
Here's this new Lord of the Rings game.
Hey man, Just Dance still pumping, still strong.
I mean, what was it? Only 3 years ago when they finally stopped to do the Wii version of the game.
They got
It's
this
crazy.
Funko World.
Funko World, yeah, with apparently some Nope stuff in it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, all right.
So cool. And is this the first time the soccer games from
since they changed from FIFA to EA Sports Football Club
FC, something, yeah.
Then we got the Horizon Lego thing. That's still coming to Switch, just in case y'all forgot.
It was announced on Switch first, which was interesting. Oh yeah, then there was this
never in the store
weird thing. No,
that's what I was thinking.
Chinese never in the store.
So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, what's going on? It's like these two siblings or something are fighting on dragons. I bet you anything this is a farm sim. And oh my God,
bro.
I was like, I swear to God, if this is a farm sim. Oh my God, it's a farm sim.
Bro, so stupid.
I don't know why.
It's stupid.
I just immediately had that feeling. It's like, this is a farm sim.
Rune Factory.
It's a Rune Factory game, so it's like
it's
farm
a farm sim.
dating, dungeon crawling, all that kind of stuff. But it's a farm sim.
Yeah, you got a companion.
You can't get through a Nintendo Direct without a farm sim.
You don't have to say that out loud.
But that's what the joke in my head was. Oh, this must be the farm sim, and holy crap, it's a farm sim.
They can't help themselves. Every direct, especially if it's an indie direct.
Oh yeah,
If it's like, oh, we're not just showing Nintendo stuff. You're gonna get somebody's gonna put water on the crop.
Yes, it's going to happen.
It's
just so funny that intro with two people fighting on dragons and destroying the world.
Like the Ninja Gaiden intro on steroids.
This has to be the farm sim. Holy crap! It is the farm sim.
Create prospering villages. And look,
just kind of because that seems like kind of the story. The two of you kind of destroy the world, so now you spend the rest of the game rebuilding it.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, that's
like, bro, these two sequences of gameplay don't even make sense together.
I know.
Like, bro, this look like what's the game? The gotcha game.
Genshin Impact?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a new chapter in Genshin Impact, but also like Tendo's crops though.
Yeah. But
and then also pick a partner. Because
of course. I mean, that's the this is all the stuff that folks like about the Rune Factory series. I know there's folks out there that are like so ecstatic that there's a new Rune Factory game.
Oh yeah,
it's just one of those series that I've never gotten into, but folks really love it.
Bro, I will play games like Moonlighter, and what was the one we saw earlier where the dude was finding the monsters to cook in the restaurant?
Cuisiner.
Yeah, like I will play
Cuisiner,
those
yeah.
games before I play Room Factory.
Yeah, and then and one more thing.
Yep. Yakuza Kiwami one.
Yakuza Kiwami, yep. And so this is the remake of the first game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now
talk about some
you've played them all, right?
all of them.
So because I've been wanting to jump into them. One day I will,
you not.
because they're all back on Game Pass now. So I'm gonna try.
Come on, Rocho, baby.
Do I play this and then Zero, or
No,
do
Zero is-
Zero and then this?
Yeah, Zero's the
'Cause
in the timeline. Zero's number.
I've heard it
one.
both ways, that you'll appreciate Zero more if you know some of the stuff that happened in the first game, the first couple games actually first. That's what somebody told me.
I mean,
but then
you-
I also heard, no, it's fine to play Zero and then Kiwami and then go up from there.
Chronologically, Zero takes place first.
Right.
Release wise, Kiwami 1 and 2, and then Zero came out. So Zero has quality of life stuff that 1 and 2 don't have because it came out later.
Yeah.
But I mean, like learning, like I don't know. I mean, technically, I played Kiwami 1 and 2 before I played Zero. But man, play if you want to know what happens in sequence, just play Zero.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it one day, dang it. I've always wanted to play those games. It just
No, you ain't, bud.
I don't have time.
Because everything about those games, you should love.
Yeah.
It does all the stuff that
I mean,
you.
it's the spiritual successor to Shenmue. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it does all the stuff that, like, you know how Shenmue got weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can say it got weird. No, it got weird. Did you play Shenmue 3? That's a weird game.
I need to restart it because I went back to try to jump back into it, and I don't remember anything I did the last time I played it. So I'm actually going to restart it.
Take the weird stuff out of Shenmue, and like, you know, it's like Double Dragon, Shenmue put together basically.
Yep.
Actually, it's more River City because of the leveling up and all that stuff. So like River City with Shenmue and like not weird. That's
Did we
Yakuza.
repeat?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over with.
Yeah. So that was the Nintendo Directs, and way more than I thought I was going to get out of it. But okay, so let's
Circle back.
Let's talk about it real quick.
Yeah, before we go. So first of all, Capcom Fighting Collection 2. My goodness, we are so back. You were talking about playing some games, my boy?
I didn't think it seemed obvious that once the first impossible hurdle was jumped, like the seemingly impossible hurdle was jumped.
What?
And the Marvelous Capcom Collection came out.
Yeah.
We already knew Capcom and SNK were kind of more cool now, but the Disney Capcom Capcom relationship was, last anyone heard, was broken.
Yeah.
So when they got together and came out and they're releasing all of their stuff, okay, obviously the Capcom versus SNK collection is coming out at some point. Of course, there was only 2 games. I was thinking it was going to be something along the lines of Capcom versus SNK, Capcom versus SNK 2, and maybe all of the
SNK
old
versus Capcom.
SNK. Well, see, that's an SNK game which they already released.
That's right. That's right.
But I figured they might, they could have put that on there. They could have put like the Neo Geo Pocket versions of the games, like the card game, the fighting games,
Maybe Battle Coliseum,
stuff like that. Yeah, to kind of fill it out. But it just, I never thought, and I always figured they were going to do a Naomi era fighting game collection too, like Dreamcast stuff. And I say Naomi era because these are always arcade versions of the games.
Yeah.
So, but all the Naomi board was a Dreamcast with more RAM.
Yep.
But I didn't think they would do the 2 of those in one and announce it now.
Yeah, well, see, that was the thing is, first and foremost, you guys got, I know, and this probably doesn't apply to the people that actually listen to us, but there's a bunch of nerds out there who act like Capcom Fighting Collection flopped. It did not flop.
Oh, no.
It was a fantastic success for Capcom. First and foremost, because
still play it.
because all of the games they already owned and already had made. They didn't have to like make these games again.
It had Cyberbots in it. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah, they got Pocket Fighter for me.
Yeah, it got Pocket. I mean, come on, man.
Like, stop being weirdos about these games. Is that the one that has Red Earth as well?
Yes.
Okay. Like, you can play Red Earth if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would.
Okay.
But you could. Okay.
But you could, and there's one of those in this one too.
Yeah. I mean,
but
listen, are you saying that Plasma Blade is like Red Earth?
no.
What are you talking about then, though?
I'm talking about Capcom Fighting Jam,
First of all,
also known as
Capcom Fighting All Stars.
Fighting Evolution.
Fighting Evolution, I'm sorry.
All Stars is the game that we wanted.
Hey, that's all I've been seeing also is Capcom Fighting All-Star videos. Talking about, can we please get this janky thing?
Come on,
it's so bad.
There is a finished version of that game sitting in the Capcom office.
Well, we got to wait until we get the EX collection that's
like,
going to be in that one.
Okay, so I'm glad you bring that up. So, this one is obviously the Naomi games. Since this, I've heard some things because I did exactly what I did at home when they were showing all the games, and they did Power Stone. And when
we can play Power Stone with 4 people online. We ain't got to be in the same place. Do you understand how exciting that is?
See, I was never a big Power Stone fan
because you don't like fun.
It's fun, but I just never got into it as much as everybody else did. And I'm one of the weirdos that actually like one more than 2.
Well, see, I understand why you would like 1 more than 2 because 1 is more. They're neither traditional fighters.
Yeah, no.
But 1 does give you more sense of a one-on-one, like the way 2 is made.
If you're not playing more of a party game,
exactly. Like if you're not playing 4 players on 2, you kind of don't get as much out of it. You play 1 is only one-on-one.
No, but I mean 2 was fantastic though.
It's fun. It's not a. This isn't a serious. It's like when we play Smash and we put 4 players in items on. It's for fun.
Yeah,
chaos is fun.
Yeah, it's just chaos.
If you want to settle some differences, you probably want to play Power Stone 1.
Time for the stage to change. Oh
no, you're gonna hear that a lot. Okay, because I'm gonna knock the gym out you.
Yep. But yeah, when I'm freaking out. I'm looking at all these games I cannot wait to have on modern consoles again. And then when I heard his inflection when he said Power Stone, I was like, oh no! It's like just immediately dread came over me because I knew he was going to say and Power Stone 2 as if that was going to be the last game on the list. And I'm like Romancer.
Tech Romancer.
No.
We get Psycho Force 2024 before we get Tech Romancer, and that ain't even a Capcom game, I don't think.
Okay, so since then I found out the main reason it's not in there.
Okay,
and the main reason that the original
nobody likes that game.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, there is the other question was where's Rival Schools?
Where's Rival Schools? Where's Star
Gladiator?
Gladiator. So apparently Capcom is one of the first major companies to figure out how to emulate Dreamcast stuff, which is why we can get Marvel versus Capcom 2 again, while we're getting all these Naomi era games, because they know how to put those games, take it from those boards, put it in there. Obviously, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper is just a CPS 2. I think it's still CPS 2, so that's that's their own proprietary stuff, and Capcom Fighting Evolution is anyway.
Hey, let me tell you, the joke we make about Morgan Sprite being used, that game was like the time we were like, hey, this is too far. Okay,
why did they even put that in there? It's like you could take that game out and just the inclusion of Capcom versus SNK 2 alone. Nobody cares about Fighting Evolution is so bad. It was literally the nail in Capcom fighting games that Street Fighter 3 built. And it was the nail in the coffin that Street Fighter 3 built. Street Fighter 3 built the coffin. Capcom put their fighting game stuff in it, and then the final nail in it was Capcom Fighting Evolution.
Bro, it's got Street Fighter 2 Ryu and like Street Fighter
3 Chun-Li
and like Street Fighter Alpha 2 Guile, even though he's only Alpha. I don't know, bro. He just put some weird versions of characters and just mishmashed them.
It was slapped together. The backgrounds are literally, which is kind of funny, the juxtaposition there where we get Capcom vs. SNK 1, which has the best presentation of any 2D fighting game ever. If you've never played Capcom versus SNK 1, wait till you see the intros, the stage intros, all the interactions, the interactions between the characters, which is stuff we're missing in games now.
We're getting it back though.
We're getting back a little bit, yeah. I wish Street Fighter would have more stuff like.
Yeah,
like
they should have had. Like, I understand the walkout entrances for Street Fighter 6.
Yeah,
but I really wanted them to have
cool
like
if one day
this
they go
character
back
and
and
that character.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I need you to do something with Honda and Zangief fight. Like, I need those type of little things.
Yeah, or like, having Terry, if Terry's fighting Ken, they'll do their little intro from
he throws him a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on.
But
about the collection.
Oh yeah. So those games. So apparently the main issue with the older games is that they were all built on Sony's arcade hardware, and I didn't realize this until I looked this up and learned more about it. Tech Romancer was also the arcade version was built on that Sony like ZX2 or something like that.
Project
Hardware
Rival Schools 1.
and Rival Schools 1.
All of the Eureka.
All of that
games.
stuff. So that apparently emulating that is extremely hard. No one's actually been able to do it well, and not less a company who's trying to get their games onto something else.
Yeah.
So that's actually the reason that Tech Romancer is not the owner. Everybody just assumed it was a Naomi game because it was on the Dreamcast, but it's actually a Sony board game. So there's still room where they can find a way to do that. And if we do get like an EX collection, I'm sure we will get, Rival Schools 1, we'll get Star Gladiator, and we'll probably still get Tech Romancer in that too.
So the one
I'm not giving up hope, damn it.
On Project Justice, they've already announced that. So Project Justice was a 2-disc game. Disc 1 was basically Rival Schools 2, fighting game, story mode, and all that. Disc 2 was 2 things. It was mainly a visual novel / dating sim with the Rival School 2 characters, and then it was the character editor.
Oh yeah,
the character editor is not available in this game, but they made a bunch of basically just alternate colorways and stuff like that of existing characters that they put into this Project Justice game version that you can select from. So you don't just have to select the same like 2 colors or whatever. You can get the different edited characters, and you can use them when you play online, because that was the other thing. So you'll get to see all of the weird versions and colorways online. Yeah,
and Capcom vs. SNK is getting the EO version too.
Yep.
So with the easy operation, but I think it's taking the roll cancel out. The big question from all the top, high level players of Capcom vs. SNK2 is it still going to have roll cancels in it? Capcom hadn't answered it yet. Yeah. We'll probably play it some point early next year, and at shows or whatever. And that's going to be the first thing. Like,
personally,
folks are gonna
don't give a shit.
See.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I do understand. I get it. But look, bud, just because they making these collections, don't mean that the scene's gonna come back for them competitive wise. Play that shit with your friends.
Let me tell you something. Marvel vs. Capcom, and now Capcom vs. SNK2. I was thinking about starting the Fight Club back up. I ain't gonna lie.
Shut up.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want to hear that because
we can have the old games available where I can just easily stream it without having to worry about setting it up on a PC and folks' sticks not working. And
I still got 10 monitors.
He still has 10 monitors, no.
Hey, man.
You want to buy them back?
Hey, man. I don't know. I mean, everybody would just be playing the old games, though. That'd be it. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Capcom vs. SNK 2, Marvel Super Heroes.
I'm running an X-Men vs. Street Fighter tournament. I'm telling you that. And by running it, I mean I'm going to win, not that I'm actually going to participate in the TO side of it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I picked up a copy of that.
What?
For the Saturn.
Marvel X-Men vs. Street Fighter?
I did.
Huh.
It's the Japanese version.
I don't give a shit.
Well, of course, yeah.
That works.
But yeah, it's cool that they're also putting a lot of the console stuff in these games. It's cool that they're putting like in Capcom vs. SNK, they had and Capcom vs. SNK 2, they had the character editor, which I believe Capcom vs. SNK 2 the editor is in.
Yes, it is.
So I don't know if anybody
all
else.
All of the hidden characters. They're as the smart. One of the smarter things they're doing is just making them just things you toggle on.
Yeah,
just turn it on. You got the extra characters.
You got all the extra characters.
None of this because I ain't gonna lie to you. If we had to do, and this is have they officially said this yet? When the Marvel collection comes out, I am not going to be unlocking characters in Marvel 2. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh no, yeah, I think they're already unlocked.
Okay, because that was the one absurd thing is finally getting a copy of it for Dreamcast.
Yeah,
not realizing my friend had unlocked all the characters before I ever played it with him, and then cutting my version on and it being like, "You want to make a new save file? Sure." And then going to, "I'm gonna take you for a ride" with like 20 people.
Yeah,
that's it though.
I mean, it was like that in the arcade too.
Not in arcade.
We were there the day showed up. We were there the day the game showed up in the arcades, and they started up the game, and all
them question marks.
Oh, okay, so you have to unlock them. But after I forgot how many hours, like 100 hours or something like that, everybody would eventually unlock. No, it was way more than that. I was like, it might have been 1,000 hours. But either way, Yeah, it was a shock to get the Dreamcast version.
The Dreamcast version had a store.
They didn't even have the same starting characters as the arcade 2, which was kind of cool, but still kind of like,
it's
weird.
I
gotta unlock them all again.
You really want me to play Ruby Heart, don't you? You really want me to play Ruby Heart?
Well, she's the main character.
I don't give a shit about no main character, no Marvel crossover game. Okay. Where's Akuma at? And why does he cost so many points? And Sabretooth, bro. Sabretooth shouldn't cost that much. Anywho,
but
before we go, because we getting long in the tooth.
Okay.
Castlevania collection. I mean, at this point, like Konami will do everything except make a new one.
I mean, they let all their good developers go. So
at least fail at it.
It's kind of a smart move to, hey, let's re-release all the good stuff, the folks that everybody liked.
I mean, but we haven't name a Castlevania that people have hated.
The
Lords of Shadow 2 don't count. They left halfway through development, and
that was kind of the downturn of Konami there. Actually, that was kind of the start of it, or really the meat of it.
Yeah, because Lords of Shadow 1, fantastic experience. Okay, start to finish. I don't care what nobody tell you. All right, Mirrors of Fate for the Lords of Shadow 3DS game, not terrible, but
Yeah.
And then Lords of Shadow 2, halfway through, Kojima was like, this is getting weird. I'm out. And then they were like, we don't need you to finish games. And it turns out they kind of do.
They kind of do.
Kind of do. So, you know, let a new team get that. Like kind of what happened with Dread, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what the formula should be. You know, let a team. I mean, dude, I know it might be hard to get them, but like I was gonna say Symphony of the Night, but you know it's not Castlevania, but clearly
Bloodstain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Iga. Yeah.
Yeah, like
he was the one that made those Castlevania. He made all to me the best Castlevania games.
But I'm saying, like, bro,
starting with Symphony of the Night and then all the DS games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he made those too before.
Swallow your pride.
Before Konami just
swallow your pride, Konami.
Ceremoniously just got rid of him too.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Silent Hill 2 might not do what you think it's gonna do.
We don't really need you anymore. You can go. He's like, okay, I'll just go over here and make my own stuff.
I know you're gonna make a bunch of money on Metal Gear Solid Delta. I'm not gonna even play like you're not. I know you are. That's not the point. Point is,
but that's also a remake.
It's also a remake. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I really think people are gonna be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised by the lack of sales from Silent Hill 2. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, people gonna find out real fast it ain't Resident Evil 4.
I know they're marketing that game totally wrong. They're making it look like Resident Evil 4 and it's not.
And people gonna be like, hey man, it ain't, and they're not gonna do it. I'm telling you. You just go ahead and let the dude cook on some new Castlevania. Yeah. It don't need to be a AAA blockbuster production. Let him get 2D with it again. Let him just do his thing.
Yeah.
You can even make it based on the Netflix stuff. I know y'all like to tie in everything.
Oh, that actually be kind of cool.
Yeah. See, I know what I'm doing. Give me some money. But no, I'm super excited for the Dominus collection. I really want those other collections now. Like I really have been wanting them for a while.
But all the other ones, yeah.
But
so and when they announced the Advance collection, I was disappointed that these games weren't in that.
Well, they weren't on the Game Boy Advance.
They were all handheld games.
They
weren't that big. They could have added those in there.
Well, they figured out how to make the two screens work on the thing now, so they did what they needed to do.
I guess. That's a good point. Yeah, how's that going to work?
They already said that they're going to have like commands that you can do to shortcut them, or also like things where you would have to control
on the right stick or something.
Yeah. They already showed like where they had the thing where you were breaking up the ice blocks, and they just had, you could clearly tell they were just moving the right stick around and doing everything you needed to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, they figured it out, which means the next thing would be to do some 3DS stuff, but you know, it kind of got weird around that time, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Jack, did you see something that really stuck out to you? I know you were kind of coming in this blind. I got all of it spoiled from the internet, so it was kind of, you know.
I don't know. That one game looked interesting. He was like the surfing one.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about. I wish I remember the name.
Yeah,
because the different boards look kind of cool.
It does look cool.
Looks like it's gonna get a little nutty towards the, you know, once you get your bearings in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, right now I'm looking forward to the Epic Mickey remake.
And then, as I said, you got the remake of Croc coming out, man.
I did that was probably
it looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It looked like a pretty good.
That I did play Croc growing up. I played it on PC though.
Apparently, that whole company got
I never
saved.
owned a PlayStation.
I played it on the Saturn, my friend's Saturn. That's the only way I ever played Croc.
Oh, really?
It was like a launch game on a Saturday, I think.
Oh, I did not know that.
And yeah,
It was on the PS1, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got it from the greatest hits section one day, and it wasn't like the worst game, and it wasn't like the best game, but I was like, hey man, for I think it was $15 too, it wasn't even 20. And I was like,
Yeah, I remember buying on PC and it was cheap.
Yeah.
Like those big box ones.
yep. I was like, this is pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? A little platforming action, whatnot. You know, like I said, it wasn't an A tier, but it definitely wasn't like Scales or whatever that game was called. That was supposed to be like the fake
Scalar.
Scalar. Yeah, it wasn't Scalar. Like he was wild. He clearly was supposed to be Spyro. But yeah, so and that company makes some other games. I can't remember the name of the other franchises that they had as well. But they did a lot of like platforming games, 3D platforming games, and 3D platformers, especially during that time, wasn't easy to make because Bubsy 3D exists, and they did not figure it out at all.
Yeah.
And I normally don't play DLCs that come out so far after the initial release, but I might actually play the Sea of Stars DLC.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that they're still doing stuff.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for the Unit Chronicles to tell us what the DLC is supposed to be, but you know,
See, like that, I probably won't play the DLC for. Even though, as much as I love the game,
yeah,
I just
Is
DLC that comes out like months and months and even like a year after the initial release, I don't remember most of the game by that time. So
you're not gonna
It's like
rerun,
the-
now
I'm
run
not
it
the-
back.
no, and I won't run it back.
New
Well,
Game Plus,
like
it, man.
the first 3 character episodes are coming out in September, right?
Are they?
I think. I need to look again. They did a whole announcement thing.
Gotcha.
It just kind of got buried under everything else, I think. But yeah, I think the first 3 character stories are coming out in September or starting to come out in September.
Okay,
It's like
Well,
Sane and Sane. I think that's gonna be like what he did. You remember when they went away and he did like a different part of the game? I think it's showing what he did when he went back home, like on the way back there or something.
yeah,
like
because
that.
they skipped to him just being there.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, what happened after he joined you on the bridge?
Marcus,
Ooh.
I think is his backstory. Probably how he lost the castle or something like that. I'm hoping that's what it is. I don't remember exactly what they said it was going to be.
That dude stole it from him, man. A little usurper.
Ah, shoot, was it the black guy?
Talking about the one who like Blade.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it might have been him. I forgot who the third character was, but I'm looking forward to that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
But dude, Capcom vs SK2
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
is next year. But I'm assuming Capcom really liked the reaction they got from the Marvel stuff. That's why they went ahead and announced it.
Yeah.
now.
'Cause it seemed like it'd be,
Nintendo was like, hey, you guys want to show something here again? Well, I mean, we got this coming next year, but I guess we can go ahead and do it now and freak everybody the hell out again while they're eating their oatmeal.
Yeah, man. Like I'm just so happy that there was a way for them to get this and to do the improvements that they did on it as far as like the online stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think is it cross platform? I haven't seen anything that says it.
I don't think it is.
Okay. And that's
but,
fine.
I mean, but all the collections are getting better and better. I mean, going from the Street Fighter collection,
Yes.
to the fighting collection, to the brawler collection, to now the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, and then the fighter collection too. Is like they keep improving.
Yep.
Every time they come out, and oh god, it's like Capcom vs. SNK2 is arguably the greatest, like objectively, but still arguably the greatest fighting game ever made.
Yeah.
Just from a just all around standpoint, just
Except for Ho Maru. Does way too much. Him and Nakaru do way too much damage.
and I don't know if folks understand how big of a deal it is. Like younger folks are probably like, yeah, I don't see what the big deal is. Like you don't know when this game came out.
It was an absurd idea that we got SNK versus Capcom, and CVS won, and then CVS got a sequel.
But because the first Capcom vs. SNK, when you play it on the collection again, presentation wise, that might be the best presentation in any fighting game ever.
Yeah.
The stage, everything is so good in that game. But Capcom vs. SNK2, while it doesn't have the same presentation as the first game, just it fixed the only main issue with the first game was the gameplay kind of. Because it was a 4-button game, and they had to trying to figure out how to get the SNK characters in. But then they was like, you know what? SNK characters are just going to have six buttons. We're going to put in different systems and mode. We're gonna not force everybody to the ratio system where you can just play it like a regular fighting game. And you know what? We're just gonna do.
I don't understand why people don't want to use the ratio. The best ratio is a 2-pointer and a 1-pointer. You get Yamazaki and Blanca. That's a great ratio team right there.
Well, that was the thing. The ratio. See, in 2, you could choose what ratio you wanted your characters to be. In 1, a character was a ratio point.
Yep.
The problem was certain characters were in a lower ratio, but they were way too good to be in that ratio.
King.
They should have been 3. Blanca.
Oh, listen, King being a 1 ratio, fantastic for me, baby. I get to get double fireballs for 1 point?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, you finna have a problem today.
And still get a higher ratio character on the team, too.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
But, yeah, it's just that's...
All this goofy stuff is going to be weird for new players, but I really hope that they approach this stuff with an open mind. I hope a lot of people, like, obviously the people who play these games, probably are going to be the main people that buy it.
All day.
But if you are a fighting game enthusiast in any form or fashion, this isn't about if you like to compete, for the game.
No, just like fighting games.
But if you like fighting games, I'm telling you,
go back and play these old games.
This is a fantastic collection for different types of fighting game players too. Because again, Power Stone 1 closer to a traditional fighter. Power Stone 2 definitely like a party fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Project Justice probably somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between. Yeah, this was when Capcom was really starting to get in their wild phase. The Marvel vs. Capcom series was taking off. Darkstalkers 3 just completely opened up the fight system, and this game, was their 3D. This game was kind of their. To me, it was their 3D Darkstalkers 3, where it wasn't just a grounded, fighting strike.
What you saying about EX? Because that's what I feel like you're making comments.
Well, no, I mean, but. Because it was the EX games were more exciting. They added the EX systems and cancels and stuff like that to it. But this game, was just out there.
Yeah.
Folks
with
throwing crazy giant fireballs and air combos and oh god, it was I loved Rival Schools, but Project Justice was so good. And
Rival Schools always felt like Street Fighter 2 in the sense of you go from Street Fighter 2. And then when you hit, not Super Street Fighter 2, but when you hit the Alpha series, where it's like, okay, that stuff was really good. Where this is really good base, really good building blocks. But now, look at this stuff. Look how we taking it up a notch. The tag moves, because wasn't there 3 people on Project Justice compared to 2? Yeah, like all of those little things.
And it's just,
even the story modes and stuff in those games were fantastic to play through.
Oh, that's I used
choose
to,
your own adventure, baby.
When Street Fighter V was out and bad, and if you go back and watch my old streams from back then, I would go back and play older games to show folks what I would talk about is like this is back when Capcom cared about fighting games, because you could play Tech Romancer or Project Justice or JoJo's Bizarre Venture and stuff, which obviously is not in this collection too. It's in that era, but obviously Bandai Namco owns it, so it's like that's just a nightmare.
They still spurring about Street Fighter Cross Tekken. We're never gonna get any more licensed stuff from them.
But you get like really deep story modes and stuff in those games, especially in that era.
Yeah.
So, which is one of the reasons I want Tech Romancer so bad, because I love the story, the branching storylines in that game, and I just like mech stuff too. So, but yeah, it's like that's why I love these collections so much, because it's like this is what I want folks who may only just now getting into fighting games with Street Fighter 5 or 6, or hell even 4, and they may not have played the old stuff.
Yeah,
come back and play this old stuff and see where all the stuff that you're doing now came from.
Yeah, that too. Like seeing how all these systems, like, I mean, again, we used to have Street Fighter 2, and that was fantastic.
Yeah,
but as the new versions of these games came out and you start seeing what they were doing to them, it's like, oh my God, this is incredible. Again, X-Men versus Street Fighter didn't make sense, because it was like, what do you mean you got X-Men, Children of Adam characters, and then Street Fighter, and there's a bunch of people who wasn't in Children of Adam on the X-Men side. And then we end up getting Marvel vs. Capcom, which I know everybody, like, it's necessary to get to MVC 2 and even 3 for some people. But like, I'll be honest, when MVC came out, I was like, this doesn't seem as good as X-Men versus Street Fighter. Got less.
Yeah, I didn't like MVC.
Got a lot less stuff going on, and I don't want to have like I get what you're trying to do with the assist thing, but this is weird, bro. I get like 19 unknown soldiers, but only 4 Colossus. Like, what is this? This is stupid. Pure and Fur. Come on,
Pure and Fur,
bro. I'm not here for that. I'm not. Do not think that that's the same. Okay, it is not.
Yeah,
but let us know what you were excited from the showcases, Gamescom. Next week, we said we're going to talk about some Call of Duty, so you can see how people get quick scoped and the new Max Payne mode and all of that stuff. Yeah, oh yeah, some crazy stuff going on with it. I'm excited too. But yeah, whatever. Out of the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which game are you most likely to play? And don't let Nolan shame you for not liking Capcom Fighting Evolution. Okay, he don't know everything.
Literally the worst fighting game they ever made.
According to Nolan,
Literally the worst
probably
fighting game they
sales.
ever made.
But sales don't mean everything, right? You guys
In
get it.
every aspect. Literally the worst fighting game they ever made.
And
you
do
can- you
the
can tell
Steven
him I
part
said
since
it.
you did the crystal clear clarity.
I don't know how to do that.
What does he say?
Press the
Yeah, there we
like
go.
button and subscribe and
Yup.
tell us what you liked from Gamescom, what might have excited you. Are you playing Wukong and what do you think about it? Are you playing Star Wars Outlaws and what do you think about it?
Come for your
and-
job, Steven. You hear that?
And why Capcom Fighting Jam is the worst fighting game ever made.
And finger blast that bell icon.
He did. So you gave him an out. You shouldn't have gave him an out, okay? Because he didn't want to say it, but he did.
I know he wasn't going to say it.
I'm never gonna say that.
Oh my goodness, he gonna say it.
Never gonna say it.
Peace.